Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're listening to the What It Do podcast.
I keep forgetting about it. I want to drink Shiner. It's just going out smooth, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. They start going on quick.
Oh, yeah. A little too quick sometimes, right?
Like,
Yeah.
Because, like, I bought a 12-pack, man, and look at this. We're already fucking... I'm already too deep.
What's the other one called? It's all black.
Amberbock.
Oh no, there's Amberbuck and the Shiner Black.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The Shiner Black, Amberbuck is the one that's a different. That's Budweiser. It's a Budweiser subsidiary.
Is it?
Oh,
I'm
shit.
thinking of something else. Ziegen.
Ziegenbach too.
Ziegenbach. Is that still Shiner though?
No.
It's totally different?
Yeah.
Okay. Ziegenbach.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shinerbock takes me back to my dead horse days.
Shiner's great.
So Shiner box from
Shiner.
Shiner, Texas.
Texas.
Is that the... Which one's the one I hear? No. Maybe I'm thinking of Lukenbach. It's from the song. Lukenbach.
Lukenbach is actually close to Shiner, and it's a whole little German community.
Yeah.
Like, close to the Austin, San Antonio area, like kind of around the middle of it, whatever.
Uh-huh. Kind of like by like Fredericksburg, right?
Yeah.
Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg, Lukenbach, Shiner. Like there's just
The wine country.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I passed by Lukenbach and I was like, oh, what's that? You know, and I'm sitting there, it's this little store and shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that looks lame, you know? And then I started driving out because I was before I even know it was Lukenbach.
You're the wrong color
Yeah.
for that town.
Yeah, go on out, boy.
I think, and it's crazy because it kind of looks like one of those dead towns, but when
Yes.
you go at nighttime, that's when like
It pops off.
it pops off and people from all over go, and there's there's a little place you wouldn't even think of as a bar or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It comes alive.
Oh,
And then you'll
shit,
see like
okay.
musicians over there playing. You'll see like all these vehicles, like it's packed, like
Yeah. That's
like
cool.
crazy, and like the lights come on. There's a dance floor, like because we were traveling to Austin one time. I think for one of my son's concerts, not concerts, but tournaments, jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Uh-huh.
And I remember why I went, but anyways, I just remember we're going through there, and it happened to be like the evening time, and that's when it was like it looked like nothing. But it just it got to a certain point. It was just like a whole concert in the middle of nowhere. Like,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. You know what? That does make sense because I mean I've only been to through Lukenbach during the morning, mid morning. So I was like, man, there ain't shit going on around here, you know. But then you're right because I used to do this thing with my family. Right, I bought a camper, and we would go camping everywhere. We'd go to fucking anywhere we can find. We're just like, hey, because we had a map, right? The map had a little fucking what campgrounds are.
Like Lake Buchanan.
We just kind of would spin something like, all right, we're gonna book it there. We're gonna stay there for the weekend. So we went, and it was a Canyon Lake, and we stayed at it was a Yogi Bear Park.
I've heard of it. Yeah. I passed by there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we was like, hey man, let's go check everything out. So we're sitting there leaving, and there's not much going on in Canyon Lake, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of go off, and we're kind of going towards the hills, and we get to the river. Fucking river's pretty, man. You got people in there fishing. Like they're trout, I think.
Was that the Frio?
No, I don't know which one it is. But anyways, like it's you see people fishing and shit like that, and they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. So we start just roaming around a little bit, and then it starts to get dark on us. Well, we go back into the hill country, right? And then we come across this other one. It's called L&L. It's called Lazy L RV Park.
Yeah.
So, but it's fucking beautiful. Like it's just this nice little tucked away paradise by itself, And then I was like, what's that noise? Y'all hear that? Like I'm hearing like these these chimes, right? And I was like, what the fuck is that? So I pull over to the side of the road because it's pretty. We're going to get out, take some pictures and shit like that. Well, goddamn, it's a concert.
Hell yeah.
Little did I know it's Mr. Jason Aldean.
Dang.
Really?
I was, bro. And I'm
That's
like,
badass.
what the fuck? Out in the middle. This fucking, like, out in the boonies, right in nowhere.
Yeah.
And then let's go check it out.
It wasn't Green, was it? Green, Texas?
No.
Green's
badass.
New Braunfels?
Yeah.
Green is badass.
Green is badass. But no, it was
It's like a town in the middle of a town.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It's like almost like you go, like, what's that fucking, that hallway, Green Music Hall?
The music hall, the dance hall.
The dance hall. That's crazy if you've ever been in there.
yeah.
Yeah. I've been to one concert there.
So we went. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm gonna check it out. Because there's this little sign out there, right? You go looking at it, and you just start reading all the fucking people that are the dates and the people that are playing.
Yeah.
I was like Willie Nelson, and shit like that. It's just Pat Green. You got fucking just all your country, your Texas
Hell
country
yeah.
artists.
Almost like Cooper's Barbecue for us here.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Cooper's
like
is
people
cool.
that don't know San Angelo think the
Right.
same thing about that place. They pass by and they see the list, that playlist or the lineup they have, and they're like, "What the fuck? Where is this place?"
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you were playing out in the middle of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And
That's
I'm like,
cool as shit, though.
Yeah,
When they do
dude.
that. I mean, yeah, that's way
like
cool.
something that small. I mean, there was still a lot of people there, right?
Yeah.
But like the chance of you like walking up to Jason Aldean and shaking his hand, are pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you get to drink with the guy because everyone's. Have you ever been camping?
It's like in the Green Dance Hall. It's not like you're in this huge stadium. Like he's right here. Like you could touch the guy. He's like right there.
Yeah,
you know,
it's cool. I don't know if you ever been camping. I do recommend everybody to go camping.
I mean,
RV camping.
Yeah, I'd say, but we can't go camping. There's electricity, you know,
Yeah,
water and all that.
Yeah,
Stuff.
well, we call it glamping.
That's glamping.
You got to go glamping.
Yeah.
it's the Guadalupe River.
Okay,
That's the one that runs into Canyon
so
Lake.
man, but there's so much like out in the middle of fucking nowhere, out in the boonies, where you think, all right, man, I'm lost. Keep going a little bit further. You're gonna come across, especially in the hill country.
It gets cooler.
Oh yeah, dude. You come across some, like there was a couple of them, man. I was pulling my RV into these campgrounds, and I'm like, it goes from pavement to caliche to dirt, and I'm like, fuck, I'm lost, you know. But I'm looking at my map, and it says keep going straight. I was like, oh, I'm going down a dirt road for another 5 miles, and I'm like, the trees are overgrown. As I'm driving,
Big ass trees too.
Yeah, sometimes you'll catch a branch that hits the RV, and I'm like, fuck. You know, I'm like, I hope there's somewhere back there for me to turn around.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I'm gonna because you're at that point. You're like, all right, I'm gonna find somewhere to turn around because I'm lost. So I'm just gonna keep going. I mean, I got a 30-foot camper behind me. You know, so I'm sitting there driving, and I'm going. Next thing you know, the place opens up, and I'm like, whoa. I mean, there's a fucking, what do they call it? Not a gazebo, but there's got like a big old covered fucking
Like a deck?
Pavilion.
I guess you can. Yeah, I guess that because it's the size of a shop. You know, it's like kind of going to Kirby Park.
Yeah,
And
pavilion.
Pavilion, those big ass covering. You got a stage. There's people playing on there. There's fucking cars parked everywhere. RVs are everywhere. And then you go and you find out there's a fucking river that literally encompasses the whole part of the park.
That's badass.
With beautiful water.
That sounds cool.
And at this whole time, I'm like, I'm lost. I'm Deliverance and shit. I'm gonna find some
Is it a
hillbillies
state?
out the back.
Yeah.
Is it a state park?
No, it's
just
private.
Wow, that's
It's all
cool.
private owner.
Damn.
But man, I'm telling you, bro, them private parks, bro, they are so beautiful. God, you get it, like you find yourself wondering, all right, am I lost? You know, and then you get back there, and it's kind of one of those because you don't. They put pictures online so it'll entice people to come in, but some of these pictures do it absolutely no justice.
Yeah.
none.
That's
like
badass.
some of the bluest, cleanest water you'll ever see.
See all the way. To
And
the
you're like,
bottom.
wait, this is in Texas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
out in the goddamn country, out in the middle of nowhere.
It's not comparable to what you're talking about. But have you ever been to Gardner State Park?
No.
That's the Frio that runs through there, and
Okay.
that water's clear,
clear.
very clear. And I mean, it's pretty there. Big, huge trees all the way around. You can climb the cliffs that are around it. You know, it's
Okay.
It's nice. It's real
Now,
nice.
I don't know, man. I think Blanco is the one that's for. I keep convincing the Blanco State Park with Gardner State Park.
No, they're different
there's two
directions.
different.
Yeah, Blanco's cool. That's wine country again.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
all-
yeah, we were in
that's
that
right,
area.
Yeah,
I can drink the shit out of wine.
that
Even though it's not-
headache though.
That good wine, good wine will fuck you up
Yeah.
quick too. So.
So, man, well, I don't know what they do with them grapes, man, but God, they get you. They get you fast.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, man, that whole country out there, man, it's just unreal. It's unreal. Like, yeah, this is in Texas, man. Pinellas Falls is badass.
I've never been there.
You know-
I think I've been through there. I think that's on our way to Austin. You got to drive right through that area if you're going. If you go to what is it, Brady and then Llano, isn't Pinellas Falls right back
It's
in that
closer
area?
to it's closer to San Marcos.
Is it okay? Why I thought it was
San
that
Marcos, New
direction.
Braunfels,
Yeah. in
Okay,
in that
okay,
area.
okay.
Corral.
Well, then I've still driven through there. Then
Yeah.
I mean, I've been through all those places. I get confused with them because they're kind of like all kind of intertwined with me because I don't
Yes.
go often enough.
Yeah.
oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
I kind of think, well, I know I've been here and I know I've heard this. I know I've been there, but
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you
yeah.
which one's which. And,
Right.
And also
I
the-
just know what I
yeah.
enjoyed when I went. Like,
Yeah. Also, the towns are so small, you don't know when you're getting into one and leaving.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Like, what's it called? Kerrville and Ingram. You don't know when you're leaving one and
That's
getting
true.
into the other.
Yeah,
You know, so like you
that too. When you get past so it's Kerrville, Ingram, and then is it Comfort?
I think so.
And then there's another one. I don't remember what it's called.
there's Hunt,
But then you
there's,
can take a left, and it takes you all the way around Bernie. It takes you all the way around these.
Yep.
It's like way back in there. Like I mean,
that's
you go
like
way
back with
back
the
in there.
Fredericksburg.
yeah,
You-
it'll take
yeah,
you back to Fredericksburg.
yeah. I think if you go that way, it will. But if you keep going, it takes you around to like these small towns that are just outside of San Antonio. but you're like on the back end of them all.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty.
No,
but,
man,
but
it's
the problem
a
with it
beautiful
is there's a shitload of like there are a bunch of small towns and there's a whole bunch of like schools that are right along that road. So you want to go fast, but then you got to go like 20.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
And
like,
the fucking
shit.
roads are
Just
so
go in the summer.
narrow,
They're very
bro.
narrow, yeah,
Just
and
go in the summer.
curvy.
Try pulling an
Just
RV.
go in the summer, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, an RV would suck. A 30-foot
it-
RV.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. Because I'm like, you're going, and that bitch still swing a lot. You know, especially when you're hitting them fucking roads. And
How
shit.
about if you would have had an RV yesterday?
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Oh, man. That was crazy.
That
It
does-
was, man.
I think we had 60. I think they clocked it at 64 miles an hour was
Yeah.
the highest wind gust.
What did you see?
Really?
Yeah.
Abilene was at 68.
Damn.
68. God.
Yeah.
I follow this TikTok channel called 285 Fuck Ups. Right. And it's just videos of people had getting accidents. Yesterday
That's the one
was
going to
bad.
Pecos, right?
Yeah, it goes from Pecos up to New Mexico.
Yeah. That's a bad fucking highway.
Oh,
just
dude,
on a regular day without the wind, that's a bad fucking highway.
I tell you, man, if you can just get yourself a good spot out in Orla or fucking Pecos to sell your tacos,
Oh yeah,
no, man, you'll make
you'll
some.
clean house.
Oh yeah,
I heard those taco prices over there are crazy.
Well,
Man,
dude,
you can sell one taco for like $10.
That's
man.
what I heard. Like someone saw some people like post prices. Like, God damn, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the price gouging, bro, that happens out there.
yeah.
because they know you can't go nowhere else.
Yeah.
You know,
Where are you gonna go?
yeah.
Cayenosa? There ain't shit out there.
And they're like little pinners too. Like,
Yeah.
where's all the meat at? Like, what the fuck is this? You know?
hey, Albert, 3 for 5. Who bring that up with? Was it? It wasn't
It was,
Fernando. God damn it! Was it who?
It was Steven.
Oh, Steven Guerra.
Yeah.
That dude's funny.
Oh, yeah, you know
That's
him?
funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know, man. He's related to one of my best friends, man. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, I did know. I just never met him.
Yeah.
And then, of course, she brought it up. Rhino was like, hey, get a.
Let's not get too far.
Oh, man. I guess this is a new thing we're doing. Welcome back to another episode of the What to Do podcast. You know I did it
Gotta get the
again.
formal
I'm not gonna
introduction.
lie. I was wondering, are we recording you?
Yeah.
What's going on? Like,
Yeah, I did this last time. I was like, yeah, we just got to talking and stuff like that. So, but yeah, what episode are we on?
106.
106. Hell yeah.
The flow is flowing.
Today in the
Yes.
studio, Mr. Ronnie Cajas. Thank you for coming back.
Welcome back.
thank y'all for having me, man.
Yeah.
I
Thank-
enjoyed it last time. I'm
Thanks for
excited.
giving us a second chance because we screwed up. I mean, you did great. We screwed up on the video on the first one.
We had
so,
technical difficulties.
yeah,
But I got to give him props, man. He had a good decision on some beer.
the shiner's going down. I mean,
That is
I mean,
definitely going
it
He's
was
on.
not
all for y'all
drinking.
too. Yeah.
He's not drinking.
I'm
It's
not
just us.
drinking.
There's
I'm
nothing,
drinking water,
oh,
but
he's got
hey,
that water bottle right there.
yeah. But hey, at least I can watch somebody drink it. That's making me happy.
there you go.
there you
That's
go.
making me happy to watch y'all
Vicariously.
drink it. So I feel better.
All right.
Well, I feel better. I feel better now.
Yeah.
It's just kicking. It's working fast.
After the way today went,
Oh, it's been up. Yeah, it's been a day. Well, it's been it's been about 4 days, 5 days, where it's just go, go, go,
Oh yeah,
go, go.
it's crazy how all three was like in that same
same
situation.
mindset.
'Cause, yeah, like seriously, like I said, I was like that close to like, man, I'm not sure if I can make it down, but I was
Yeah.
like, coming a little bit later, having that little break, it's like okay, cool,
Yeah,
I'm good now. Kind of, recollecting myself, good to go again. Like
when you walked in and you sat down, and then you sat down, and then I finally sat down, I was like, whoa, that's like the first time I've actually like got
Just
to sit
chilled,
down
yeah.
and chill today. Like I didn't have that at all. Well, we had lunch. That doesn't really count. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like right back to it again. Like now I can just sit down and we can just hang now.
yeah. And we don't even talk like we usually do. Usually we have lunch and we're just we gossip like girls.
Yeah.
But today was just like, we finally it's
We talked about our problems, like fuck this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Honestly.
well, just about. I mean, we did because it was a lot of bullshit the last few days. But yeah, that is crazy, man. But you know what? It just means we're busy. Blessed to be busy.
exactly, I was gonna say we're blessed.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
I know a lot of people out there were just like, man, I just wish I was busy like you guys.
No, you don't.
Because I mean, we know how it is not to move.
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
it's just
You
like,
ain't
man,
lying.
fuck
Yep.
this. Fuck.
What is that? There's a saying, idle hands,
Or the devil's playground.
Oh, the
devil's
Playground.
playground.
Oh
There
yeah,
you
you
go.
ain't lying. Because if I
True.
wasn't busy doing this, and I'd be like, what trouble can I get into?
Exactly. Yeah.
Shit, I know. Well, I can find me some trouble.
Easily.
Yep.
Easily. Yeah. I don't want to do that.
So yeah, but I mean, it was my own. I mean, I'm busy because a lot of it's my own shit.
Yeah, but that's shit.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine,
That's-
man.
that's
As long
great,
as you
yeah.
just
It's
fucking-
better than being busy for somebody else's shit.
Exactly. Yeah. You could be working that hard, but for somebody else. for somebody else's dream. This is for your dream.
It's my dream.
That's right.
I dreamed a dream.
The American dream.
The American dream.
Yeah, I got to be asleep to enjoy it. But it's good, man. Like I said, I'm just like I said, it's just good to be blessed, to be busy, or it's
Yeah.
At least that. At least we can say, hey, it wasn't a wasted day. Because I've had plenty of those. I sit on the fucking couch. It's just and I gotta go buy me a more uncomfortable couch. That way I don't sit in the fucking.
You don't
thing.
want to because then you don't want to get up right now.
Yeah, man. Like I went from having like I used to have this criteria, right, when I went and bought a couch. Okay, comfortability and sleepability. And the ladies looking at me, sleepability. I was like, yeah. I need to be able. If I want to crash on the couch, I should be able to crash on my own couch. You know. So I mean, that was my thing. If I go to Ashley's or I go to Haverty's to get a couch.
Lay down on all the couches.
I lay down on everything.
Hell yeah.
You know, and then I'm just like, babe, come here, lay with me. I want to make sure there's enough room for both of us on here.
I like to do that just to smell it because it's brand new.
Oh yeah.
It's brand new couches, especially the leather ones. They smell good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck. So
It's all stuck to you.
Have my nose all where the knuckles are. Like, that's a good couch.
Yeah. You know what? That would make it a damn good couch. You're right. That would have made it a damn good couch. Yeah, but just that, you know, and then I just have, there's a lot of criteria when it goes to buying a couch that I didn't realize I had until I actually went couch shopping. Or, you know, the pillows, they can't come off.
Yeah, no.
The back. Yeah. They got to be sewed onto the back. Something. Yeah. I can't have the ability to take them off.
I've had a sectional like that where all the pillows come off, and there was like 20 of them that went all the way around. I'm like, fuck this thing. Yeah. It sucked, bro. I mean, it was comfortable.
I got mixed feelings about that because I like to be able, sometimes they're comfortable to have those big cushion things, but there's sometimes like I just want that extra space and get those and throw them off.
Oh, that's
and then you have like more.
You got a big
space.
huge. Yeah, that's true.
That's why you got to get a deeper couch.
That's why I got like a mixed feeling. It's just like, you know what? This is comfortable, but if I
because when you throw those off, it opens up a big space. That's
true.
true.
One as a pillow, like
one giant pillow. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Damn. No, I was
that's not a bad idea. Because I mean, when I bought this, I bought a sectional, right? And I was just like, man, I'm gonna get a couple more pieces, you know, because it looks small in the showroom when you buy the fucking thing.
Yeah.
So I bought 2 more pieces, and then I was like, holy shit, it's literally. I mean, it's a little bit thinner now because we took some pieces out.
Filled your whole.
Fuck yeah! I filled my whole damn living room. We can literally take them from that.
You can't even walk by to get inside.
No, man.
You stand on the other side and flip over.
You got to split the sectional. Like, all right, we're gonna split this.
It was bad, man. I'm just like, oh shit, I bought too much. I bought too much couch. Like I don't know how many people can say that.
Have you seen those? It's a sectional, but I can't remember what it's called. But you're able to like
Shuffle them around.
shuffle everything around, pull everything together, and just make it into one gigantic bed if you wanted to, or like. There's different.
I've never heard of that.
But it's expensive. I can't remember what. Is it?
Where's that big old ottoman in the middle?
Is
right?
it Lovesack?
I don't know.
Lovesack.
No, there's a couch company called Lovesack.
That's something else, way.
You're right.
That's something you give the honey, the love sack.
All right, let's shut this down. I'm ready to go home.
Oh man,
I think it is the Lovesack.
yeah.
Look, here we go. Oh no, no, wait, that's not it. No, it is it. Yeah, because they can take everything off and just like totally make this thing however they want to make it. You can just make it a couch. You can make it a huge sectional. You can buy more pieces to it. Everything's interchangeable, and just.
Well, that's cool. Damn, is that a speaker she just lowered?
Yeah.
There?
Dang.
It's under the seats, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not cheap. It's fucking
no.
expensive
No,
as
it don't
hell.
look like it would be cheap.
It's like the Apple with surround sound.
An
you
Apple
got
couch.
the
An Apple couch, yeah.
earbuds that go in your ear, and then the
Bluetooth.
bass, the subwoofer that goes in your butt.
It comes with the
You ever see
stereo.
that?
Looks like a butt plug.
It's a joke, right? But it's like, you know, it's a system for your ears, right?
Yeah.
So it's the AirBuds Pro that you stick in your ears, and then just fucking the subwoofer is like a butt plug. You just stick it in your butt. And I saw it. I was laughing my ass off. That's hilarious.
That's that good bass.
I'm like, whoa, we'd be listening to Lil Wayne and that thing.
It's booming over here. Oh shit.
So how's everything going on your side, Ronnie?
Man, it's going great, man. I mean, I've been staying really busy. Like, you know, like we were saying earlier, man, like, can't complain about it because it's just keeping us going. I mean, I've been doing a lot of caterings lately, so that's what's been keeping me even more busy lately.
Oh, hell
Shop's
yeah.
going great. You know, Street Eats going great still. And
I had street eats for lunch.
oh, really? Thanks. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like my guys do a pretty good job handling it, and helps me do the caterings. And like I said, that's this year it's kind of like more focused on a new Street Eats building we're trying to get going.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's where folk their go to get that started now, and just keep
Building.
on going like that. Keep on growing. That's our plan.
Fuck
Oh,
it,
yeah.
hey, man. Like it's
The food's awesome, by the way.
oh yeah, no, it's,
I mean,
it's
it is
fucking great.
awesome.
Thank you.
Like I think like that, dude. I don't know. Like this might be a far fetched thing, right? Where it's good to have like these businesses open up in town, you know. But it'd be great to have like it's like a community type of thing, right? Like community GoFundMe, where it's like, hey man,
Yeah.
you know, I would pay $5-10, you know, a week and be like, hey, this goes to a GoFundMe
To help
Street
expand
Eats.
this-
Hey man,
yeah.
hire a contractor, finish what you got to finish, you know. Or, you know, somebody wants to open up a little mom and pop shop, stuff like that, where it's just like, hey, it's a community driven.
Everybody pitches in. Yeah.
There you go. Community driven GoFundMe.
Man, that's a good idea.
Damn it. I fucking have ideas for
Always.
days, son.
That's a good idea to leave out there, though.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's definitely a good
That's
one.
a good one to leave out there.
Where it's just like, hey, you know, we're starting a GoFundMe. And yeah, you should, I think somebody, I say somebody, I'm going to put this off on somebody else.
Somebody's gonna fuck it up. Somebody's gonna turn this thing around. They're gonna do it.
They're going to try to make money off
They're
of
gonna
it.
try and make money off of it, or try to like, what do you do? What do they call it whenever they're moving the funds around and they start taking from it?
Embezzling?
Embezzling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, okay. So maybe it's just something, because I mean, I do, look, I don't know how to go about this. I really don't, you know, but I've always wanted to have a staple of it like, hey, I set something up in the community where I don't take a dime out of it. You know what I mean? It's just something set up for, you know what? That's actually a pretty goddamn good one. Where it's like set up a fucking community GoFundMe and pull funds, where people can apply. It's like, hey, I'm gonna apply. I'd like to apply to get an X amount of funds? Because man, it is hard, Ronnie, and I know you know what I'm talking about. It's hard to get started somewhere. You know, especially let's say moving a new building. Like there's extra funds, and people are like, well, if they want to start a business, they should be able to come up with they should be able to come up with the funds. I'm like, yeah,
Hey,
you're
it's
right.
hard. It is hard,
It's
man.
hard.
Yep.
So you know, I think there should be something there where it's like, hey, you know, these people applied for X amount of funds, you know, and we bring a new person in every time a person goes out. So let's hypothetically say something. Now, I don't think the funds can be that big because, I mean, it's just a community thing. But, like, I mean, 10 grand goes a long way.
Yeah.
A long way. And it's like, hey, once we exhaust these 10,000 for whoever applied to it, you know, then we can bring somebody in new.
Yeah, run it again.
You run it
back.
yeah. And have it 5 deep where it's like, as we get one out, one comes in.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like, hey, it's not like we can just dump the money. I mean, I'd open source it.
How would you do that? I mean, because like, go ahead.
Just from my personal point of view, I think, and this is, I guess, what from looking from the other side of it, and like you said, someone's always going to fuck it up. I feel like that could be like on the other end also, because you can have somebody who's like, hey, I'm trying to do this and do that, and then they wind up taking the money and they don't even do anything. It's
Yeah.
like, and
What is-
that makes everybody else look bad that's really trying to do something.
Yes.
You know,
I get
and,
that.
And so it's like that's why, and to me personally, it's like I'm not trying to, you know, I hate to see anybody do bad. I really
Yeah.
do. I hope the best for everybody, and you know, it's just like I think it's just hard to figure out a way to where both sides win.
Yeah.
'Cause you can't make everybody
Yeah.
happy all the
Yeah, I
time.
know
And
you
it
don't.
sucks. It
No.
sucks, but
But I think with this way is that you could have, let's say, 2 people and be like, hey, you know, let's just say hypothetically, me and Abraham, you know, hey, we're going to give you this 10,000, you know, come up with your plan. What's the plan? Because I think that should be one of the stipulations on the application that you apply for. What are you going to use it for?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, instead of giving instead of giving you the money, be like, hey, go to, let's say you need a piece of machinery. We're going to go to Atex and we're going to order you a Vena hood, or we're going to order, or it's like, hey, here's a
Shit,
contract.
that Vena hood.
That Vena hood's
yeah.
expensive, yeah.
That's
a big
good-
help.
It's almost like you sound like you're describing like a tiers plan program, but with just the local community without the city being involved.
Yes.
Right.
And that's actually, you know, a better way to go about it. Because
Yes.
with the city being involved with their tiers and the, you know, the restrictions
just
they have, you know, it's
criteria.
not, but
Yeah.
you have to be in this certain area or this certain area to even qualified.
Yeah.
That's what fucks up a lot of the businesses
Yeah.
Exactly.
around the city, because
With-
this whole city's trying to do something,
Yeah.
not just that little
Yeah.
couple blocks.
And a lot of them
With
too.
their program is they're trying to boost certain areas of town. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what they're
exactly.
trying to do.
But the
Yeah.
other problem with there too is that there's extra funds that could have gone to somebody, but it's going to a payroll or it's going to some overhead. And now let's do away with the overhead. You know, I'd do it just as a community project.
Put it all
Yeah.
100%.
100% that whatever 100% when we reach the mark, when we reach the where we want to be, say 10 grand. I'm just using 10 grand as a hypothetical.
Yeah.
You know, as an example.
And that
once
goes a
that
long
goes,
way for any business.
oh
Any
yeah,
business.
man. Oh yeah, but it won't go to fucking. Like, it's not going to go to a Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not going to go to a
Exactly.
fucking. It's going to go to the mom and pops because at the end of the
Absolutely, yeah.
day, those are the ones we want to support because these other guys they have their money.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
They're corporate.
they're corporate.
Yes.
People are still going to eat there. Like I'm still going to go eat there. You know, but at the same time, it's like they get their tax breaks. They get their fucking. You know, they have their people.
They already have that system working plan in
yes.
place.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't. We're still trying to figure out make this happen for
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
And it gives the community an opportunity to know where their funds are going to.
Yeah, exactly.
And I
what
think
they want to back. Yeah.
people that donated to this are going to want to go there too. So now you have customers who donated. You know what I mean? They're like, man, I want to go see like how this
Yeah.
turned out. You know,
They
that's
contributed
cool.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
'Cause
was-
everybody feels like a part of it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's a great thing about it too. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love to see something happen that I just, no matter how little it was, if I just helped contribute, like, man, that's cool. I was able to, having pride, have pride that I did something to help that person do that.
Exactly,
or,
yeah.
Or that group do that, or whatever it is. It's cool to be part of something like that.
I have to look into that. So,
It's
I mean,
just
I know
GoFundMe.
it's not hard to do a GoFundMe, but just the vetting process, I guess, to like make sure that it's not somebody trying to be slick and you know what I mean, like as
Well, I
long as
think-
it's going like you have to. There has to be a vetting process just to make
yeah.
sure that it is a legit mom and pop place.
Yeah.
You know,
I think even then, like a volunteer, a committee of volunteers, where it's like, let's just say other local businesses that were in the program that got their past, their dues, and to make it a rotating thing. You know, hey, you're out.
you got helped up. You help somebody else.
Yeah,
out.
you got to help
that-
somebody
that's
else.
actually a good part of it. Like if you do win this, you have to commit yourself, for so long to make the next person go and
Yeah.
like
Yes.
a pay it forward type of thing.
Exactly.
There you go. God damn, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to say it.
Yeah.
Because dude, I do, man. There's a lot, there's a lot of fucking talented people in San Angelo.
Oh yeah.
That for what other reason or not, they're just like, man, what they roll the excuses.
Yeah.
All right, why didn't you start? Why didn't you do something? Well, it was because of such and such. Well, I'm like, hold on. If you have a dream that you want to do something like that, hey, apply. Maybe you'll fucking get in. Maybe you don't. But if you do get in, have your plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if not, we'll help you. There's a community of people that'll help you.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get the ball rolling
Yeah.
here, man.
It's funny that y'all brought this up out of nowhere because, and I mean, like I said, I don't like to talk myself too much, but the last couple of days I kind of like been looking for just extra funding this and there, and there was a contest called Favorite Chef, and it's through the like celebrity chefs. They're doing like a thing where they give away $25,000, and you
Okay.
have to like basically put yourself out there and get whoever gets the most votes wins that $25,000. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I really want to get this thing going. Like you said, like I have a dream. I know something I want to do, and whatever I have to do to make this happen, I'm gonna try to do. And like, and if it's selling myself, then I'm gonna sell
Enter
myself.
contest.
because-
Yeah.
enter contest. Try to get as many funds as possible because I do want to make this happen because I love what I do and I
Yeah.
love doing things.
You're passionate.
Yeah, I am. I really am when it comes
Yeah.
to this stuff. Like,
That's badass.
that's if that's what it is that I have to do. Then, I did all the stuff today, and actually, they sent me an email saying, "Hey, you're qualified to go to the next stage." So now I have to start. They're gonna tell me, I guess, the process. I had to do like a little.
So this is
Questionnaire.
it's still ongoing, like right
yeah,
now.
it really seriously barely started within this week.
Oh, shit.
damn.
Yeah,
awesome.
like
That's
it literally
badass.
started this week.
On Facebook?
Well, yeah.
Can you share it on Facebook?
Well, I was talking to my daughter who does my social media. We're talking about the things, and they can't vote yet, but as soon as it's able to, we're gonna start sharing it. to
Okay,
get out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, tag us, man.
Hell yeah.
I'd love to push the shit out of that.
Yeah, and I was like, it's something that's like I said. I mean, like you said, like there's different ways that you got to try to figure out. And I was like, I'm gonna have to do whatever I have to do because I
Yeah.
want this to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you have any idea how many times I leave the house and we ask, because people we get hungry. Where do you want to go? Then my biggest, like, I hate it when my kids say Texas Roadhouse, and I'm like, no, I don't want to eat there. I don't want to eat there. But unfortunately, there's just some places where, you know, I'm not gonna go pay for a $45 steak at a local business because I just, you know, I'm rolling 6 deep. You know, me and my 4 kids. Me and my wife and 4 kids, you know. I was like, I'm gonna leave that bitch with a $200 bill, and I was like, I can't do that. You know, I can't.
That's something only you and your wife go by yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would love that. I was just like, hey, there's plenty of times we went to your place and we're just like, boom, load it up. We'll sit there and eat in the car.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, I mean, that's my biggest thing. It's just like, where do we go? To them, it's just like, oh, these big places, because that's just what they know. They see them by the highway.
Yeah.
They see the commercials on fucking TV.
The lights and the flashing.
Yeah, they see all that, and I'm like, man, you guys
got to get off in the neighborhood. Let's find the worst neighborhood. That's where you're gonna find the best food.
Yeah. I mean,
Angels or
the mom and pops, the hole in the walls,
Yep.
those are where you're gonna find fucking
yeah.
good food, and advertising is expensive.
Yeah.
You know, so unfortunately, we got to rely on Facebook, Instagram,
Yep.
TikTok. We got to rely on those to get our advertisement.
But that's how our world works now these days is through social media.
Yeah.
And our
But
platforms.
I think it's because there's no outlet. There's no outlet for besides Facebook, because I mean, even Facebook drops the ball big time. Because I mean, I was scrolling through my Facebook today, and I'm seeing posts from 3 days ago.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I've been seeing that lately too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, or I'll see stuff, you know, today that happened Friday. Or
People
over
are
the
seeing
weekend.
people are seeing What It Do Wednesday from like 3 Wednesdays ago. You're like, damn, they're barely doing it. Like, this was like 3 weeks ago. you know?
It's just with that. What's that thing called? The algorithms. Is that what it's called? Like if you just happen to like click a picture, then all of a sudden you'll see a bunch from that one specific.
Yes, man,
And
it's worse than that. If you just hover over a picture just for too long, like you don't even have to click on it.
Yeah.
You just pause. You're scrolling and you stopped for just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he likes this. He likes
We got your
photo.
attention. Boom, hit him up. Hit him up.
You like nalgas? Yes. It just caught my attention for a little too long. I didn't even click on the post.
The other day we were talking about or actually this was today and it'll probably pull up because my phone's right there. We were talking about torque wrenches, Milwaukee Impact torque wrenches. All of a sudden, my YouTube feed, my Instagram feed, my Facebook feed is just constant.
Listening.
I mean, just constant.
Let's see if it
bump.
works. Street eats.
Street eats.
Street eats. Street eats.
Well, mine will
San Angelo, street
Mine
eats.
will probably come up just because I had it for lunch and I ordered it.
There you go.
There you go. That's the other thing is the location tracking.
Yeah, the geolocation.
Yeah.
They see where you go a lot too, and they're like, "Okay, you like to be
Really?
in this area." Yeah.
But it's that shit we need to get around, man. 'Cause I don't know. Maybe there's no way to get around it, right? But it's like where you hit more of the, I guess, beat the geolocation. Where it's like, so you can get out there more. You shouldn't have to pay for promotions on fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, where like you can boost the posts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's just too much. There's too much good shit in San Angelo to be eating at a fucking big corporation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I get it. You can go. You want to go have your fucking McDonald's every now and then. I get it because it's quick and easy. Whatever.
Your lumberjack slam.
Yeah, you can go get those. But man, like there's plenty. You're not open for breakfast, right?
No, just lunch and dinner.
See, where I go is there's a handful of places that I go in town, and what's mind blowing, there was somebody sitting in the chair where you're at. There's like, Little Angels, where's that at? I'm like, whoa. How do you not know about Little Angels?
They just don't go to that side of town.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm just like, man, and like you only hear about it word of mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, hold on a second. This is not fair. It's not right. Like there's plenty of good restaurants, and it shouldn't be because, oh, I went to school with the guy or my brother knows whatever, you know. And it's like, dude, there's a lot of good places now that need to get boosted more. And I don't know how to do that. Like I wish we had fucking tens of thousands of followers, man. And we're like,
I know.
Go here,
Boost everybody.
Go here.
Yeah.
And that'd be great. I mean, we'll get there eventually, hopefully.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Hell
You
yeah.
know, even this with the podcast, I go on social media and I try to post daily. I fall off. You know,
It's a lot of work.
every once in a while I can hit it every single day for 7 days, maybe even 14 days straight. But then I'll run out of ideas.
Content,
Because it's all like I'm just coming up with this shit as we
Yeah.
go. But then I'll have like blank days. You know, I'll skip a few days. I'm like, fuck, I don't have nothing. I have no idea what to post.
No.
And then I always wonder, like, because I can see it on my personal Facebook because I'm friends with the podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, is anybody outside of our friends group
Seeing it.
seeing it? I mean, yeah, the analytics show yes, but Is that just Facebook telling like, oh yeah, we're helping you out? Are they really? I don't know.
I try to be more engaging on a Facebook, but like when I share your stuff or I like your stuff or other people's stuff, it's either in the middle of me driving or I'm just like, all right, put this wrench down. Go to Facebook quick, like. Because I want to be engaging.
You're good at that. Yeah,
I'm
you're
the
good at
exact
that.
same way.
Yeah.
Like I don't get on that often, or I'm really too busy just to actually be on the phone. So like while I'm driving or something like that, I'll look. Okay, like I do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like scroll. Like
Yeah.
I gotta go back to work. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like
And it's hard because I'm like, I mean, my like alarm to tell me, hey, all right, look back at the road is that rumble strip.
the what?
The rumble strip on the side of the highway.
Oh yeah.
Either I'm hitting the fucking the one in the middle, or I'm hitting the one on the side. So I hear this. Hold on, look up.
I just heard rumble. Like rumble.
Oh, sorry, rumble strip.
Rumble.
Yeah, like you got my mind on somewhere else.
So every time you see the What It Do page and there's something being shared or liked or even commented on, it's usually Oscar.
Yeah.
Anything that is just being posted is usually me.
Yeah.
If it's posted on the story or the reel or just on the page.
Like I don't even know where you find half the shit you share.
A lot of that shit I make up.
You make up?
and I put it together.
The He-Man
Like,
was dope. I like that.
yeah, I'll have an idea in my head and I'll have AI try to put it together. But you should see it's a lot because AI just doesn't get it right. Yeah. Like, nope, that's not what I wanted. And I'll just have it redo it again and redo it again and redo it again. If I could draw it out, if I had the time, well, I can draw it out. I just don't have the time to sit there and draw it out. So I'm just using AI and then I just put in my own shit, along with it just to make it happen.
Oh, okay.
And then like it's funny because like I have this whole thing like I need to get the music right to go with it. I feel like nobody really even listens to the music, but I still do it because I'm like the music has to match what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes it.
So
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going through my head right now. I'm listening to you, but I'm going through my head on this GoFundMe and making a.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be
making
fucking
a commercial.
badass.
Making not like a post, right?
I'm not
where
gonna
it's
do
like,
it. No, I'm just kidding.
where it's like when we sit there and talk, it's like, hey, we're with the What It Do podcast, blah blah blah. Now let me see if I can do a little quick, blah blah blah. Right?
Here we go.
Yeah, boo, worldwide, prestige, worldwide. Where it's like, hey, I'm Oscar with the What It Do podcast, and we're small, whatever, right? We're a small podcast in San Antonio, and we're just kind of trying to spread some love here and try to get more recognition. And like start a GoFundMe, to help small local businesses expand or get the things that they need to, to better their business, to get more of a reach out to the, customers. And then boom, clip. Where let's say if you would, I'm not hypothetical. I'm just saying.
I was about to pull this right here as a clip.
As a clip?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I'll clean it up. Where it's like, and it cuts to Rodney. He's like, yeah, we support local businesses, blah blah blah, and then boom, on to Fernando. And just getting local businesses that we've had in here and ones that we haven't. And it's just like, look, we can all come together to fucking. I guess what is it that we are the world kind of Michael Jackson type
that's
song?
where it's at. My mind started going too, like going from person to person. I can see that.
Where it's just like,
and then you do a big shout out, and everybody's standing together in a big group. Like,
Everybody's holding hands.
I can see that. I can see that music video in my head.
those Texas t-shirts.
It was like claymation that they were using.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god, or whatever. It was kind of
or
creepy.
it's still motion or whatever it was.
It was kind of creepy though.
But it was, I mean, that was 90s.
Oh yeah,
90s
Hey.
graphics.
90s?
That was early 90s.
And honestly, if you did
gonna
that
have to put
style,
that
that
as a
even catch more
thumbnail.
attention. Because everybody, hey, what's that?
Yeah. So I think it would be good. And at the end of it, it's like, man, we just want to keep San Angelo. What's the phrase? There's the phrase, right?
Keep San Angelo or San Angelo alive.
There you
Well,
go.
not that one, but
Keep San Angelo honest, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
San Angelo
And it's just like, we're just here to, I mean, fuck. And we've had a lot of people in the studio. We know a lot of people that be like, dude, I would love to boost that.
When we
Let's
first
start a
started doing
community.
the podcast, and we were talking about like what guests we wanted to have on, I was like, man, that's just local. Like everybody that's a business owner, everybody that's doing something local, let's help them boost it up. Maybe by helping them, it'll help us, and just everybody's helping each other. And that's kind of how we've been going along. Just that's.
I mean, our biggest thing is just like the boosting, helping people boost their business, but getting to know the people that are that run the businesses that
behind
teach
the business.
Yeah, behind the businesses,
Yeah.
man. And dude, like you really get to.
Dude, behind the business is
Yes.
man, that's there's so much story there.
Yeah.
Like
And
wow.
There's a lot of people that are like, man, there's like some bad connotations with some people where it's like, have you talked to them?
Yeah.
Have you got to
Right.
know them?
Yes,
I agree.
You know?
exactly.
And I'm just like, hold on, you're taking word from somebody who wasn't happy with something somebody did.
Yeah.
So and it's kind of like with me and you. Like I didn't for some reason, I had this weird notion of him.
Yeah.
You know, because of other people's, I guess, not ideas. Their
Influences.
Opinions.
There you go.
Influences, there it is, yeah.
Influence that I never got the chance to really. I was like, oh, I'll keep him at a distance. you know?
Yeah.
And then I got to talking to him. I'm like, oh, this is a cool motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, never again will I take someone's opinion of somebody to heart. I'll find out for myself.
Yep.
That's kind of hard to do too, because you kind of feel like when somebody gives you their opinion on something, you're like, oh, that must be the way it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard for you to like, once somebody puts their idea into your head, it's hard to like,
Yeah.
Because you want to be like, yeah, fuck that bitch.
yeah, there's that. There's that. Yeah.
But then there's also is like maybe you caught him at a bad time. Maybe somebody didn't show up today. Maybe you're running at 100 miles an hour. He ain't got time to talk to you.
Yeah.
Or it's like it's not. I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to be rude, but you know, I'm moving at a 100 miles a minute. You know, and I can't. Like I heard you say hi. I didn't mean to ignore you, but I'm on this fast track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got things to do, you know.
Yep.
And everything else is a distraction. But I can't focus. I can't focus on it because I've had that plenty of times where people are like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, man, what's going on?" And I'm going. They're like, "Man, fuck that dude."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hold on, I'm sorry, man. It's just that you literally caught me in the middle of something."
Yeah.
You know, so I can't stop. Won't stop.
Well, it was like today. I was at Home Depot. I was in the middle of some shit. You were at Home Depot. You were in the middle of some shit. I could see you where you were at doing something.
Yeah.
But you didn't even know I was there for the longest time until you finally got done with what you were doing and you started walking my way. And you still didn't notice that it was me for a minute. And then it finally clicked like, oh, shit, I know this guy.
I was like, "Who's this pimp guy right there?"
Why is this guy looking at me up and down?
He's looking like
Licking his lips and shit.
Why are you addressing me with your eyes?
I was like, "Well, everything in this car's expensive, and $20 is $20."
But y'all were in the zone.
Yeah,
y'all
I was in
were
the zone,
fucking busy.
Yeah.
Y'all were in the fucking zone. Y'all had shit y'all had to get.
Yeah.
Then I'm in my truck. I'm in the middle of something too. I'm trying to fucking do this whole fucking thing. I'm on my phone. I'm trying to like make sure that I get paid back. What I'm trying to like itemize everything. You know what I mean? So I'm on my phone doing this shit, and then all of a sudden I hear something bumping around in my back of my truck. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck's going on? And I look back up there and I see some guy. I don't even know it's him. Somebody's putting something in the back of my truck. I'm like, hey, what the fuck? I throw the door open. It's this guy right here. He was like, hey, do you mind taking this for me? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's cool. But I didn't know, I was like, what the fuck?
I bought a long PVC pipe, not thinking I was in my wife's SUV.
Oh, you're
like,
being serious? Like,
yeah.
You weren't just fucking with him. Like, no, I really need you to take this.
I was like, could you please? I'm sorry. Because sometimes I don't think about the vehicle that I'm in.
Yeah.
So I'll buy long shit and I'll get out there. I'm like, fuck, I'm in the wrong car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that a lot though.
See, it was a blessing. I was there.
Yeah.
I was there for you.
Like an angel.
Like an
Guardian
angel.
My guardian angel who drinks a lot and interrupts me all the time.
That's me. That's me.
But yeah, man, I just, that right there, I just think that'll, I mean, I've been thinking about it a lot,
That's cool, man.
Because
That's
I'm like,
really cool.
yeah, I
a good
want
one.
to give, I want to give back.
It's a good
I
one.
don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Because
No, that's a good one because it's like not only can you give back, you provide an opportunity for everybody to give back.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people do want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would.
I think a lot of people do too. Like I don't know if y'all remember this, but when I first opened up Street Eats, I think I talked about this last time. When I first opened up, I used to do what's called Give Back Tuesdays. Being that, what I'll do is all the money I made on Tuesdays, I'd find a local nonprofit organization and help them out. I'll do 10% of my makings that day, and I just donate it at the end of the month.
Whoa!
And every month I'd pick somewhere different, like West Street Ministries or stuff like that. Like they had to be local. They had to be something. And so I'll be just like I'll pick something, and then at that time, like I did it for a little over a year. Then that's when everything started going slow again for me, and I just couldn't afford it.
You couldn't do it.
I'm like, man, I just can't afford it no more. And then, like it's just like something that I kind of still want to go back to. But I want to be able to. It has to be something like that. And but it was something that when I did do that, people they enjoyed. They could help me do that for somebody else. So that was cool thing about it. Like,
there's a lot of good people out there, man.
Yeah,
and
there really is.
People are just getting a lot of credit. Like going back to it's this whole. You're taking someone else's opinion of somebody. I was like, go talk to the guy.
Yeah,
he's not. I'm trying. I promise you, he's not nothing that other people say he is. Yeah. Or I don't know if I said that right. But if you just talk to the guy, he's not what you think he is, or what you've been.
Form your own opinion.
Yeah, don't
exactly.
judge
Form your own
the way
opinion
it's
about
covered.
the guy. I'm trying, man, because it's crazy, right? Like reaching out to people, it was a hard thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, man, what if we don't get along? What if whatever? Man, I have yet to find anybody we do not get along with.
It seems like we could always find a level that we could relate to somebody.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what walk of life we all come from. There seems like we could always we find it. Like it's like we always find like, oh man, it's like we can relate to damn near everybody that we brought in here, and that's badass.
Yeah. And my biggest thing, man, when I hear a mom and pop shop close, and I'm like, man, I wish I could. I mean, I can only do so much, by going and eating at your place or buying something for your place. There's only, and then a lot of them closed down. I'm like, I didn't even know that was open.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I mean, Facebook's there. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people, because it is expensive to like boost your page and stuff like that. With a lot, especially when you're running your business. I mean, $5, it doesn't seem like a lot of money, but when you're relying on something to sell before you can have those $5, it's hard. I get that. I definitely get it. But there's got to be an avenue, man, where you're just like, God, well, just get me out there.
I feel like if I could, I don't even know how I could have, but my favorite local comic book shop when it shut down, which was the guy was all by himself. It was his own thing, doing it by himself. And he was literally, I didn't realize he was literally relying on everything had to happen every month. And if it didn't happen 1 month, it would kill him.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, but we did. And we weren't nowhere near what we were now.
No, but I mean,
but at the time we kind of like, hey man, come on, jump on.
And he finally touched base back with me, and he was just, I'm just not comfortable, like, getting on a mic and a camera and everything. He was like, but I'm happy to answer any questions that y'all have. And I was like, all right, that's cool too. But I just wish there would have been another way that could have helped him stay afloat. You know what I mean?
And unfortunately, sometimes you got to whore yourself out.
Yeah.
Whore yourself out to the camera, because I'm like, hey, how's anybody gonna know?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, dude. 2 years ago, the thought of getting cameras set up, I was like, nope.
Oh yeah, we were trying to be anonymous with this. Like, don't say my name.
I'm too fucking ugly to be on camera.
Yeah.
I gotta wear hats to fucking cover up a lot of. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
I mean, honestly, y'all really do provide a service to where it helps the community get to know each other.
Yeah.
And like I said, I listen to local podcasts, and that's how I got to know a lot of local people that I never even thought I would. I actually hang out. I actually gone to people's houses that been on this show and another show, and just and we actually chilled. I mean, and honestly, you're the reason that me and Ink Stubble got together for the murals at Streety.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's.
I mean, it was because of y'all that like I said, we don't really know each other beforehand, and then things like business,
something to relate to.
Yeah. And then we hear each other and like, man, I want to get to talk to that person, and he was like, man, that's cool. He wants to do that, and so he reached out to me, and then we were like, okay, cool. So he was like, hey, I want to do a mural thing, and have y'all seen the murals that he did at Street Eats?
Yeah,
I saw the pictures. I haven't actually seen him in person though.
They're beautiful, man. Like and like
that dude's talented.
Yeah, he really is.
So talented.
And it was crazy. It's all, and like after that, we wound up being cool, talking more, and just that's how we got to know each other, just by listening to each other through like your avenues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's awesome that it helped the community grow together.
That's badass, man.
That is. That's
that building bridges
thanks
thing.
to y'all.
I appreciate it.
That's
and
awesome,
that's just
to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'd like to take that and scale it up, because I'm like, man, there's so much good.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so much good stuff that
was just like the beginning stepping stone for y'all for what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's something y'all may not even thought about or noticed, but we did. And then everybody that goes to my place now notices that, and people I try to send to his place,
that's right.
Yeah,
like it's just.
That's
awesome, the butterfly effect, I guess is what it's called.
Yeah.
Like it just keeps on spreading out.
Another thing that I've noticed is so San Angelo has its own little comedy scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't really, we knew it did, but not on the scale until we started having like local comedians come on. And it's cool now because they reach out to us. Like, we don't even.
That's got to be that's the coolest feeling though, because I'm like, all right, man, we got to fill the next. We try to stay a month in advance.
Yeah.
And then we're sitting there, and then we get hit up on Messenger. Hey, we'd like to come on the show, and I'm like, "Fuck, that's badass." Because I mean,
I want you on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, if you're local, whatever, if you're holding a show here in town or you're doing something here in town, yeah, man, we'd love to have you on. Love to have you on.
Yeah,
because it's more like there's another guy that does. Is the San Angelo list? I can't think of his name right now. Ashton.
He's
got the mustache, man. He's like, all right, this week,
yeah,
this was happening, in San Angelo this weekend.
What does he do that on Facebook or what?
I've seen him do it on Facebook, I believe.
And TikTok. I
Yeah.
friend him on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And so
I don't think I've seen him before. I don't know
Yeah.
what that is.
His stuff barely just like
I haven't
came
seen it.
across
Yeah.
my stuff. And
Well, I don't have TikTok, so
Yeah. But I mean, he's on
Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram. You know,
okay.
he should be on. We should follow him on our.
He's local.
Yeah, he's local.
We should bring him on.
Yeah, actually, I'll reach out to him because I mean, he does that, and he did the tattoo convention, and he does like some people holding concerts, whether it be
Oh shit! I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah, I've seen him.
skinny white dude, with
Yeah,
a
yeah.
cool mustache.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
like, man, how did he get it like that? I can't even grow my hair. I can't grow hair though. I'm Indian as it gets.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way.
Did y'all see that San Angelo is having a block party this week? And it's like over 40 vendors. It's all community based. It's all
When and where? Let's hear it.
it is. Oh, hold on. I just had it pulled up. It says, join us on March 8th from 12 to 5 for an unforgettable day of shopping, fun, music, and food at our spring block party. We're taking over the 100th block of West Beauregard. It says over 40 incredible vendors and food trucks offering handmade treasures, unique finds, delicious eats, live music to set the perfect vibe for a spring afternoon, locally brewed beer, wine, and more to sip on while you shop, eat, and mingle. A family-friendly atmosphere with something for everyone. So
This
admission
Saturday.
is free. Don't miss out.
Does it say who's throwing it?
Um,
Because my cousin was looking
event
for
by
vendors.
01 Brewing Company and
Okay.
5 others. So
Okay, because my cousin was putting on some. On
And
Facebook.
this is where
She's got
again?
diversity.
it's going to be on West Beauregard.
The 01 where they always have like their events they do right there in front of that block, in front of 01.
So okay,
Oh,
okay,
okay, yeah, yeah.
right there downtown. Okay,
Yeah.
But that's cool though. I like that there's going to be like a bunch of vendors and it's all,
yeah.
you
No,
know,
that is
family
cool.
friendly.
Yeah,
Go check it out. Everybody go
Yeah.
check it out. I mean, anything to help local, go do it, man.
Oh yeah,
Go do
I
it.
agree 100%.
Because remember we talked about this a while back where the old Kmart used to be,
Yeah,
and I'm like, man, that'd be a badass place.
That's a huge
That is a
area.
huge-
they
But I'm
haven't
like-
done nothing with that forever. Like,
Yeah.
It's just been like that for
Yeah, the
decades.
building sat there
Yeah, well,
empty.
Yeah, for a long
For a
time, and now the
long
lot's
time.
been there just empty. And
So it'd be cool to figure out who owns it, right? Which it's Loop 306 LLC. I looked.
That's what it's called.
That's the LLC that runs.
That's dedication right there.
And I was like, man, how cool would it be to get in there, somebody in there, and just like kind of blade the thing down, make it all nice and level.
Put up a bunch of food trucks or tents.
Yeah,
or something.
man, just local. I want local everybody. I want local bands, local whatever, just all local.
It's a good location too.
And it's just like, let's open it up and let everybody come in. You know, and they got plenty of parking.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I mean, I think the only thing that would scare me because the only way to get in there are those fucking.
You got to go over a little bridge.
Oh,
yeah.
that little bridge.
Because
Oh,
there's
I
a
gotta-
canal. Or is it a canal or
Yeah,
is it,
Yeah.
is it
Yeah,
a
that's
culvert?
right.
It's a canal.
Is it a canal?
It's a canal that they kind of. And I'm like, man, I'd hate to like throw something
How
there.
safe are those?
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe that's why they haven't put
Maybe that's
anything
what they
there.
closed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's damn it. All right. Anyways, man, that was just a thought. I was like, but just have it all local people. I'm like, look, I don't want because you know most of these people charge
Yeah.
to have stuff. I'm like, I want to do it all by donations. So I can donations. I can get the light plants. Donations. I can get the generators. Everybody can hook up.
You got to get
You know,
porta
just
potties.
yeah.
What's that saying? If you build it, they will come.
There you go.
But see, I got buddies. They'd be like, hey man, would you care to donate? You know, some big generators, some big like 30 kVA generators. You
Yeah.
know, sit out there, and he's like, yeah, man, just. Of course, I'd have to provide the fuel and stuff like that, but just do it all by donation. Like have
Put your advertisement up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like just everybody. I don't give a fuck if it's like Applebee's or goddamn Chili's.
Sponsors, different sponsors help
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
The first annual San Angelo, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
San Angelo, whatever.
The San Angelo, whatever.
That's a perfect name right there.
Yeah.
That's about what it do.
Yeah. There you go.
Whatever, but what it do? Yeah.
Whatever. But there, son of a bitch.
God, we're just coming.
How
Names
far-
are just flying out of the
Right,
ether right,
right.
now. But just something like that, man. Because that was another one. It's just like I don't give a fuck if you got a mom and pop shop. If you got a little restaurant that's got one table sitting out in your place, you need the business. Hey, bring your canopy, set yourself up. I don't know what you got. I'm sure you got to handle something with the health department and stuff like that. I don't know.
You've been to Rio Dosa before, right?
Yes.
So when you walk into that main little strip or the drag, whatever you call it, there's nothing but those are all mom and pop shops,
Yes.
all up and down that place. And there was like a, it wasn't Chinese. I don't know what it was. I guess like some kind of Asian fucking shit was good.
Yeah.
And all it was like, there was a little small storefront. It was like I think it was a sea container, and they just had like a canopy out over the front, and the guy's just cooking on a walk.
Oh,
out
yeah,
front.
that's cool shit.
And there's just people lined up.
Yeah.
Just a huge line, people just coming in and out. And the guy's in Ruidoso. So it's constant. Yeah. It's constant traffic.
If you're in Ruidoso, support all those businesses. All those businesses.
They're all locals.
Except for the one that's a black building, right? She sells like old rustic furniture. She's a white lady. She
Don't go
like
there.
She looks like
Don't
a
go
fucking Karen, right? Yeah, fuck that bitch. You'll know who she is because she's like right down from a Mexican restaurant. So,
Is it past all the local stuff, and then you start to get into where there's more
yes.
corporate looking buildings?
Yeah. Kind of right towards the edge of that.
I know what you're talking about.
If you see her, I mean, fucking
Flip her off.
Yeah, flip her off. So that bitch can go kick rocks. Like she told me the most rudest thing, man.
What did she tell you?
Well,
I want to know too now.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
I did get hurt, but it was like
that beat.
it was one of those where I'm like, I bit my lip. Like I was like matter of fact, I'll just explain it. See, okay, we were on vacation. It was New Year's, right? So we decided to go to Ruidoso for New Year's. So we're sitting there and kind of enjoying ourselves. We're in downtown on that main strip, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna park somewhere. We just passed a Mexican restaurant,
right?
You know, well, we'll go try it out. So anyways, I'm pulling forward and I come up and I found this empty spot right on the road, you know, and it's not one of those that you can pull in. You kind of got a parallel park to get in there. So anyways, I get in that parallel park and then this fucking Range Rover comes up right next to me. I'm going to need you to move. That's my parking. And I'm like,
that's
and I'm like, yeah, I was like, hold on, lady. I'm on the street. She's like, that's my store. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck whose store it is. I'm on public road.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, look, there's nowhere to park and I'm not going to move just to fucking, I mean, it was hard. I had to go around the block a few times just to find this spot.
Yeah, because it's so busy on that main.
I've never been there.
Never been.
Man, that main strip, it's so busy. Yeah. If you do find something, even if it's on the side of the road, you better take that motherfucker because you ain't gonna find nowhere.
It's a touristy town.
Okay,
so you're not. It's hard. So she goes, if you go further up that attitude, if you go further up that way, there's a parking lot. You can park there. Guests park there. Visitors park there. I was like, bitch, I ain't moving. So I was like, my wife was like, what's her problem? I was like, I don't know. I roll up my window. I turn off my car. I'm getting out. Boom. She fucking speeds off. She speeds off. She goes to that parking lot and she comes storming. You just see her just fucking like there's just bitch energy just coming down the sidewalk. She's just fucking getting it. Well, she shows up and she pulls up to us and we're out there. It was me, my wife, the kiddos, my mom, my brother, his girlfriend, my other brother, his wife, and their kids. You know, so there's quite of us there, and I think my little brother, and we were all there. Like the whole family was there. We all took off to Ruidoso. So, anyways, she's going on this fucking screaming brigade, man, and I'm like, this bitch. I was like, ma'am, I'm not gonna move. I'm on a public
she's still
street.
yelling at you at this point?
Yeah, dude, she's got to be like,
she's already done part.
Yeah,
walked all the way down.
Yeah, she's coming with like bitch energy, bro. Like you see her, she looks like Cruella DeVille coming your direction, and we're Dalmatians. She's coming to slaughter us.
Damn.
So, yeah, bro,
Dang.
it's just like straight Karen. So she's just going off. We're not confrontational at all. I'm not gonna swing on this bitch. I'm talking a little bit of shit, but I'm just trying to de-escalate because I'm with my family.
Yeah,
I don't need my kids to see this, you know. And then she just goes, man, y'all give Texas a bad name and blah, blah, blah. I was like, look, lady, we're just here to visit, you know. We're just going to enjoy our food and we'll come back. We'll move. You can have your parking spot in an hour, after we're done. And she just goes on, right? Well, my wife she's real docile.
She's like the sweetest person
she's
ever.
Real docile. She doesn't cuss. She doesn't do any of that, So this lady, she's like, my wife just says, ma'am, you just real politely. Can you just, my children are here. Fuck you, bitch. And
she told that to your wife?
To my wife. Oh. My wife is like, she's a completely different person. And this fucking fire came out. And this whole time, dude, I'll just admit it, right? I bit my lip. I got a little horny. Because she is on this tirade, dog. And I'm like, oh, you just poked Mama Bear in front of the kids. She's like, oh. She's like, after it was all said and done, she's like, I'm not going to make nobody make me look like no bitch in front of my kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. Even my mom was always like, oh, Amy's she's está bien callada, right? She's real soft. My mom shut up because she's like, oh, fuck. oh fuck, Mama Bear just came out. You know, and my wife's towering this lady to the point my wife, she's saying obscenities I've never heard her say. Right? This lady gets so fucking, I don't know what, she's so flustered or whatever. She drops her purse. Like she's trying to make a phone call. She's shaking.
Yeah.
You know, she drops it. She goes down to pick up. My wife just like
fucked up.
Towers over her. Say that again, bitch. And I was like, whoa, these fucking words I've never heard come out of my wife, right?
You're getting all hot. You're like, oh my
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God. I'm having hot flashes right now. I was like, oh, hey, Mom, take the kids. So, I mean, it was all that, right? And then she kind of backs up. She's like, by this point, she backs the fuck off, this lady.
Yeah, she knew she fucked up.
Oh, yeah, she fucked up, right? So she's flustered. She's calling the cops. She's telling the cops they're yelling at me. Like this, the whole changing the fucking story, right? Yeah. So anyways, we're sitting there and I'm like, all right, this bitch. You know, my mom was all, you want to leave? And I'm like, no, we're not leaving. We're going to go enjoy our food.
Yeah.
You know, so anyways, a cop pulls up. And the cop was all like, what's going on? You know, he came to us first. Yeah. Because that told me a lot. I'm like, why didn't you go to the lady that complained? You know?
They know who she is.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, she's like, they took my park. They didn't want to move or something like that. This is my shop right here. You know, I've got to be able to have access to my shop, my blah, 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 blah. Guy looks at us and he's like, where were y'all going? He's like, we're going to go grab dinner at this Mexican food. He's like, enjoy your day. She's like, she can't, this is a public road.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing she can do. Turns around to this lady. He's like, miss, there's nothing we can do. This is a public roadway.
Yeah.
You know, it first come, first serve.
That's crazy that a business owner is even acting like that.
Exactly.
Not knowing that's a potential customer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How you can act like
they
that?
They could have came out of the restaurant and went right into your shop.
Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck?
In that defense, okay, in her, I won't say, because it's not really a defense, but you could tell she was racist. Oh. Because she's like,
then she had a point there. That's your fault.
Yeah, it's
you should have been brown.
I should have been there.
When she dropped her bag, her fucking hood fell out. She's like, oh shit!
Oh my God! You know, she knew damn well we weren't going to walk into her shop. Okay, you know, because we did. I mean, before everything escalated, you know, like because it was escalating while she was walking, tirading from the parking lot down to where we were. I looked in her shop. Already. Yeah, do the price tags on some of this shit. Like it was a goddamn wooden stool going for like $6,000. Get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just overpriced. Yeah, I mean, when you saw this lady, you can tell entitlement.
My grandpa whittled this.
Yeah.
He whittled this.
Yeah. She's like, because he was, I don't know, when he got kidnapped by Apaches and Chickasaw Nation. Like, you could just tell who she was. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, she knew damn well. The reason she went on a tirade, because she knew we weren't going into her shop.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, she already had an idea of who we were.
Yeah, she already stereotyped you.
Yeah, she already stereotyped me. And I'm like, oh, this bitch. Yeah. So anyways, that bitch, fuck you.
I mean, on a totally different subject. I mean, I have heard that Rio Dosa, I heard that's a pretty expensive tourist place.
It is. Yeah.
We actually went to somewhere similar to that this last New Year's Eve too. Have you heard of Broken Bow, Oklahoma?
No.
Man, that place is beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, and it was beautiful. It was like I've never been to somewhere like that where it has like a bunch of like those big cabins that you rent out, and you know. So we got that. I have 8 kids total, and so like most of them are older adults, you know, and then like, I have the teenagers live with us. But you know, we went. They had my kids live in like Kansas, Dallas, and you know the ones that live here, and then my nieces and nephews. We all went up there with my mom. We had like just a family outing with, you know, just to get away, not just do something we never done before. Which go in the middle of nowhere and just hang out and just spend time with each other. But it was basically similar to Rio Dosa, but it's like our first time actually doing something like that. And my wife found it on Vrbo or Airbnb, whatever it was. And man, the cabin was beautiful. It was a great place. And it was basically like an unknown Rio Dosa is what it's kind of called. It was like a lot of Sasquatch stuff. It was awesome. I loved it. Big trees everywhere. Yeah. I mean, and the cabin was sitting like in the middle of this big old forest, and it was like
I've heard of that place.
Man, it was seriously like beautiful. Like there was like it was called the place that we stayed at was called the Four Kings, and it was 4 king bedrooms, with each had its own bathroom, and then a big ass fireplace inside, a fireplace in the middle, going to an outhouse with like 8 bunk beds with a back. It's like had pool tables, like for the teenagers. It had a hot tub. I mean, this place was badass.
Yeah, man. It's crazy though, because when you say when you tell me Oklahoma, that's not what I picture.
And that's not what I picture either. Seriously, I mean, that's why I was like, when she first told me, I was like, I never heard of it. But I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, man, it looks badass. And it was even, like you said earlier, these pictures did no justice to what it was. It was like,
oh, wow.
And then like it had like just one little strip. You go to a little town. It's just all these little souvenir shops and like, local. And the best thing about it that I realized, there was no corporate business there at all.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It was like nothing. Like it was like just whole town of the 2 towns in a row, within the good distance. There's a casino there.
Oh, so is it you're on Indian reservation?
Yes.
Oh,
there's a national park there. I can't remember the name of the national park, but it's the one in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. But and it was beautiful. But when I looked, I was like, the only corporate place I saw were the gas stations.
Okay.
It was like a Shell or whatever. But I didn't see nothing until like the 3rd town down. That's when we got the Walmarts and all the other stuff. But I was like, man, this is fucking badass. Like it's totally local. Of course, it's like
that's cool shit.
A little bit upper end local, but still, like I'd rather do that than and it just reminded me because when you were talking about Rio Doso, that's what people. I've never been there either, but that's what they compare that to.
Yeah,
like a less known Rio Doso.
Yeah, Rio Doso is a lot like that. It's a lot of locals.
It's the Ray Hero Nature Park and Center.
When we went this last January, that was my first time going. That was my wife's first time going, and it was just a spur of the moment. I was like, let's get the fuck out of here.
How was that drive up Apache Mountain?
Fuck. I wasn't.
I'll never climb another fucking mountain ever again.
I'll never. I'll never.
Nope.
Yeah, no. It was a different feeling. Never driven up. Like I've been up Pikes Peak before, but I didn't drive it, and I was like 13 years old when we went. My uncle drove it. Yeah. It's different when you're driving up a mountain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like, so we're just going along. It's all good. I'm in a 4x4. I'm fine. I'm in a Tundra, baby. I'm good. I can do this. And we start getting up that motherfucker. And you start looking over the edge and it's like,
there's death right there.
Hey, wait a second.
Right there.
If I fuck up, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Where's the guardrails?
There's no, I mean.
Yeah, there's no guardrails. Yep. I've been on a mountain like that before in West Virginia.
Oh, shit.
In West Virginia, I've been like that one time when I was way back in the 90s when I was in the military. I lived in Virginia. Yeah. And there was a mountain just like that. And it seemed like the road's smaller for some reason.
Yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Yes.
And you're like white knuckling that motherfucker. You're like, oh shit.
That shit is scary.
And then like motherfuckers that are used to it are just like, zoom, zoom, zoom.
Exactly.
And I'm going like 25.
Go around.
Because when you're going up a mountain, you're not going straight up. You're doing these loops, until you get to the top. So when you get to the point where you got to make a loop back around, I'm going like, real slow, real slow.
See, we went up there. We had a low cloud ceiling. So we're sitting there going. All of a sudden, it gets foggy.
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
Oh, damn, that's even scary.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And then we pass the clouds, and then it opens up, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm in heaven already. I died. I'm like, there's no way.
That's crazy.
You're clenching your butt cheeks the whole way.
All the way up.
I believe it.
All the way. All the way. Yeah.
And then I still didn't get because we got up to the ski resort, right? I couldn't get the courage to get on one of those fucking lifts.
Oh, the lift takes you up higher.
Take me up to, I think like 12,000?
I think it's 12.
12,000 to get to the peak. I couldn't bring myself to do that.
It snows up there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was, there was a lot of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on what time of the year you go, but I think there's always snow on the peaks.
Oh, okay.
I think there's always snow on the peaks.
Never again, though.
When I was 13, we went to Pikes Peak in
Seattle?
in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is the tallest peak in the U.S. It was 4th of July, and we were riding Happy 4th of July in the snow, the frozen snow on the side of the mountain. We were scraping it into the mountain. Yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
4th of July.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. And
I went to Seattle to Space Needle, or did you go?
Not to get to the Needle.
You didn't get to the Needle?
I was just there for like a couple hours just traveling through.
What I didn't know about Pikes Peak, and you told me this, there's a race.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker don't have no guardrails. There's a race.
Oh, like a car? Like a
cars.
Yeah. What the fuck?
They race up and then back down, right?
No.
I think they just race up.
They just race up?
Come down slow.
Motherfucking hell no.
Yeah,
hell no.
There's this guy's in a Subaru WRX.
Yeah.
And he's like, coming across the corner where he skips and he goes right off the mountain.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. He lived.
But
But I'm like, dude, no way you're going to catch me going up there.
Hell, not like that.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, man.
I'll be going 20, think I'm going fast.
Yeah.
Oh, better slow down.
I was like, oh, yeah, man. But they get like supercars out there that haul
They're
ass,
haul
up,
ass
there.
up
Yeah.
there. Shit, man.
Electric cars, you name it, man. They're just I mean, it kind of looks like Formula One cars.
I feel like once you do it a few times, you know, like the people that work there, it's nothing. It's nothing. Like this, I do this every day.
But the type of people that do that will go into a cave, spelunking, and climbing those, getting those crevices and shit.
Oh, fuck that. Hell no.
Oh no,
I mean,
bro.
I think it'd be cool to go to, like, as long as there's enough room. Like, it's a
there's
big
plenty of room up there.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to go to all the crevices and all that shit.
Yeah, because you're right. I can climb a mountain, right? No, it'll take me forever to get there, but I can get there. But there's something about enclosed spaces. Fuck that. Get me
changes
out.
it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it changes.
Like I'm sitting there watching. I can't remember. There was a couple of videos.
that claustrophobia.
Yeah, and these guys are like, oh, I think I can get in that hole, and they're just like squeezing themselves in there, and I'm like,
Why would you want to do that?
yeah. And I'm like, and once you get in there, how are you getting back out?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever see that?
what's in there
As
waiting
Above,
for
So
you?
Below?
Yeah, I've seen it.
As above, what'd you say? As above, so below. I've never seen it.
I was watching this
What?
one dude,
Yeah.
and they went in there.
Check it out.
They rescued this guy, right? And I don't know how they got him out, but he was climbing. He's been the farthest anyone has ever gotten in this fucking cave, right? Then he goes off and it drops off, but then that's it. Like when he went in this hole, he went upside down. He died there.
Damn.
And I'm like, could you imagine? You're bad.
Is that movie?
128? 128 days?
128 days?
No. Or 128 hours with James Franco?
James Franco, yeah.
No. It wasn't with him because he was out in the open. He just got caught with a rock.
There's another movie. I can't remember the name of it. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but it's kind of similar to that with these girls.
Oh, you're talking about Fall.
Is that what it is? Where they go? They
go up to that top of that tower?
But there's no. It's inside the caves with the things. And there's vampires
The
in there.
Descent.
The Descent.
Yes. That
I got you.
badass.
I read that book
That's a
when
good
I was locked
movie.
up before it was even a movie, and I read that book, and I remember thinking to
Don't
myself,
sit there and say
No,
the,
dude.
the book was better.
No. The book
No,
was
it had a
the
lot of
book was
pictures.
good, but
Yeah.
reading the book, I was like, this is gonna be a movie. Like you could tell, like
Oh, okay,
they're gonna
yeah,
turn this into a movie, and sure enough, they did. That's actually
It
an
was
alright movie.
vampires?
Yeah, there were
Oh,
vampires.
sure. Oh, badass.
Well,
I'm a vampire
I
guy.
don't know if they're vampires or monsters.
You haven't
There's
seen
mon-
it, Oscar?
There's
more-
monsters.
I think they're monsters, more like night
Yeah.
cave creatures.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a vampire. I like vampires.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
What? Okay, watch it.
It's just there's something about caves, man. I just can't.
He's
Like
like-
that's one of my things, dude. I don't
You
climb.
go to caverns like the Sonora
Fuck
caverns,
no.
Carlsbad caverns.
Fuck no. Fuck, you ain't hell no. You ain't never gonna catch me.
If you go to Mexico to go see the ruins, the
Also
Aztec.
from a distance.
That's cool.
You
Oh,
would-
like the ruin. I would.
I would go.
Well, if you go to the Aztec temples, they have these cenotes that you can go down into. They're just they're like big
Tunnels?
pools. Yeah, they're tunnels of fresh water, but you go down.
I may do that, but it's
It's a cave,
yeah. It's not that far down though.
Yeah.
That's the
I
ones when
want-
they
I
get in
wanna
there.
do that.
100-foot.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay,
He's like, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I want to do that too.
that'd be cool.
Actually, I was supposed to do that when we went on a cruise last year. I think it was the year before.
Okay.
And it was whenever the big hurricane was here
Oh,
or
okay.
there, and that's what stopped us. We had one going to
Is
the
it
ocean.
Harvey?
Yeah, that one.
Ooh, that was a big one.
And that was going to be our second port,
Uh-huh.
and that we had that scheduled to go do that cenotes, and then, but unfortunately we couldn't make it. And I was like, man, that was going to be my first time doing that. Like, man, that would have been
Cool.
Yeah, that would have been badass.
cool. That's an experience right there.
Yeah.
So like you know what they are, right? Like so like apparently because I guess there's no fresh water like when you get into the central part of Mexico like that. But they had these cenotes. They were just like these openings, these caves that would catch all the fresh water, almost like wells.
Yeah, I think they're like wells.
Okay.
Yeah, like wells. And then that's where they would build, like not too far from there, they would build their pyramids and stuff like
Well,
close to it.
want to be close to water.
Close to
source.
the water. Yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah,
Kind of like an aquifer.
yeah. I guess so. I guess it's like an aquifer. I have to look that up. It's good.
Yeah. She's in her top 10%. She's in all the big words.
Yeah.
I want to Google
Like a
that
walking
word.
dictionary.
What's Aquafina? Like,
So I've always wanted to go see one of the pyramids, and every time we go on a Cosmo, man, I've never got a chance to go.
I haven't had a chance either. I want to do that too.
I want to go.
Dude, yes.
What's the one in outside of New Mexico? Is it Teotihuacan or whatever it is?
That's Mexico City.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You said New Mexico.
Oh, my bad. Mexico City.
Yeah, that's a
Teotihuacan.
Yeah.
Technocon.
El cenote is not an aquifer itself, but it's part of a larger hydrogeological system called an aquifer. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah. Thanks, Wikipedia.
Yeah. What the fuck? It says, like, literally, that's what it says. It says,
That's what I say. It sounds like an aquifer. So
El
it's probably
cenote is not an aquifer itself, but it's part of a larger hydrogeological system called an aquifer. It's an aquifer.
Make it make
God damn.
Well, I mean, that's what they kind of build all. I mean, you want to build everything near a water source.
Yeah.
So, have you heard like
San Angelo's only here because of the
because of
Contra
water,
River.
yeah. Like the Sahara Desert, right? Like you would think there's Sahara Desert, ain't nobody live out there. There's people that live out there. Now there's small communities, but they're like hand dug wells.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Why would you live in the fucking Sahara Desert?
Or
You gotta
the
find the water.
you gotta find the
no,
water.
man.
Or like the what they call like oasis little spots. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all desert, and all of a sudden there's a couple of palm trees. Like what the fuck? And there's a fucking little
Yeah.
little reservoir right there.
But then again, I mean, you would think the weather would kill the palm trees.
Yeah.
Not if there's water.
But is that just like a what's
Guess
it called?
it's just the only-
Is that just an image that people give us? Like, oh, it's an oasis. You know, there's like that what we think of.
I mean,
But you actually go and there's like a dead camel in the fucking water. Because I'm like, man, why would there be palm trees in the middle of a desert?
only
You know?
because there was water.
I think they're just like, it's the image. The image, hey, an oasis.
Yeah.
But yeah, it may just be like a little bit of water that's running out and like something just poured out of the ground.
I've my dumbass. Sometimes I'll get on like or Google Earth or some shit like that, and I'll just like circle the globe looking at different shit and like zoom in. And there's a part in Peru, and it's all fucking desert. Like Peru's cool because it's like it's not cool. It's kind of weird. Their geography is weird. It's like crazy ass fucking mountains.
That's what I'm saying. That's the one that has like the highest elevation mountain that just drops.
Yes.
And then it just drops. But then there's a part of it where it's all desert.
Yeah.
And then like you just see this little spot and you keep zooming in on that spot, and it's actually an oasis. Now, did somebody build it? I don't know, but
I got you there. An oasis is a fertile area in a desert with a water source such as a spring or well. Oases support plant life and animal habitats. How do they form? Basically, it's natural springs. Groundwater near the surface forms a spring. Wells, which is man-made wells, tap underground. Aquifers are light rains, which basically rainwater flows through underground aquifers and forms an underground river. So
yeah.
But where
that's
the
how
palm
they.
trees? How did the palm trees get there?
So like you said with the palm trees, like I don't know because like this particular one in Peru, like there's so many palm trees. That's what draws you to that spot because it's just yellow, it's all desert, and then there's like this dark spot, and you keep zooming in, and it's like fuck.
Maybe
There's
it's
a
an
shitload
underground-
of palm trees in this one little spot, and you zoom in more. There's like water in the middle, and then there's like little huts, and you could rent out one of those huts. It's like an Airbnb.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
It's
Maybe
crazy.
it just keeps the soil like moist enough to keep, for the
The way you
palm
said
tree
that,
to
moist.
for it to stay alive. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because that oasis is not going nowhere.
See, even then, man, I like to go there because I mean, a lot of those people do their farming on the side of the mountains. Have you seen those?
in Peru.
Well, yeah, they do it in levels.
Steps, call them steps, or no, there's another word for it. Oh my god, what the fuck is it called? I call it. I mean, I've heard it called steps, but
Like the pueblos.
no. It's
They go their beans down there.
Yeah. There's it's the side of a mountain, but it goes like in steps. Like
Yeah.
there's
It's funny because you're talking about this, and I'll keep on thinking of different movies, and I'm thinking of that one where, like, I think it's a future, and they have like these holes on the side. Man, what's the one that? Man, what's it called? And then, but there's monsters in that one too. 'Cause I love horror.
Is it Godzilla? Godzilla versus
but
Kong?
It's like a future.
Gojira.
It's
Wait.
like in the future, but they're like way in the past, like caveman times, and they hide in these holes in the wall because once nighttime comes, these
monsters come out.
Yeah, the monsters come out.
I want to say I've seen this movie. Or I heard it.
65 million with
It's older. I want to say it's at least
65 million was good.
it's something along the same lines, but it's not that. But damn it,
65 million is with that guy Adam
Driver.
Adam Driver. Yeah.
I liked that movie.
You know what? I think it's the one with where he has a time machine.
Oh,
And then
the
he
time
goes-
machine.
the time machine.
Is that what it's called? The time
Yeah,
machine?
yeah.
Yeah, the time
and then
machine.
He goes, and then he wound up getting like somewhere.
Oh, the Molochs and the fucking yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I'm imagining. Like, y'all
That's
talking about this. So I'm
that's
thinking-
George Orwell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
yes.
classic. That's a fucking
I've never
classic.
seen
Because
that
they were
one in
using the
theater.
people that were living in the surface as they were cattle, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
they come up to eat them.
But I just when you said like in the side of the mountains.
There's
that's how
no
they have-
there's no old people because they're just young people because they're being raised for the people that live in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what.
that's a cool
That's
movie,
where
though.
my mind goes when you're talking about this. People farming on the side of the mountains. Like, what about the monsters? Like, it's talking about the monsters.
They're there, bro. They live in the ocean.
Ooh.
It's like Bigfoot. Bigfoot lives in the hollow earth. They come out every now and then. I mean,
We're trying to help people
I
grow
know.
their business.
My bad. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm into movies now.
Yeah.
Man, I can't find a good movie right now. Like I'll just scroll through all the different, everything from Netflix, Hulu, fucking Prime, everything, and I can't seem to find anything that's like I'm gonna watch that.
Go watch The Monkey.
That one just came out, right?
Yeah,
I heard about that one actually.
I liked.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was good.
It was good. It was good. It was based off of a Stephen King short
A24, right?
story.
No.
No, Neon.
Neon. Okay.
I'm just trying. I mean, you're right. Same way here. I can't find any good movies, so I've been on watching my novelas.
I've been watching the same thing like the reruns. I either watch reruns of comedy shows, the old classic comedies, or I kind of the Paramount Plus. I like there's like the Man and Man. And
Oh yeah.
I like those kind of shows. Like the drama stuff, but it's kind of switch it up.
Now you go laughing, Tiffany, because we don't like Landman.
Yeah. Like
That
Landman?
show always seems to get brought up on this podcast.
Well, it's a popular show.
It
It is.
is.
Yeah.
But
It's not a
Daredevil
terrible
Reborn
show.
just came out. I started watching that. Daredevil Reborn. I love the Marvel.
Oh, that's a new one.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's right.
It's only in 2 episodes right now.
Oh, what's that on?
I like the
Disney
Punisher.
Plus.
The
yeah.
new one with what's that guy's name? He's on
John Bernthal.
Berthenol or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that version of the Punisher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking badass.
That
They're
one's
bringing
cool.
him back too
You
on
should
the new
watch-
Daredevil.
Are
Is he
they?
gonna,
Yeah,
because
he's going back on that.
Punisher and Daredevil are connected.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see your opinion on the whole The Watchmen. They came out with the second season.
Oh, yeah.
Of
The
that one
season.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen the first
on
one.
Max.
No?
I've been wanting to watch it. I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen it at all. I mean, I've seen like the first
Dang. You don't
episode.
deserve that picture.
Well, honestly, it wasn't the episode that I saw of the first season. It just wasn't catching
Oh,
me.
yeah.
And I was getting kind of pissed because I was expecting something else, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
No.
Because like The Watchmen has a like the movie The Watchmen that captured exactly what that comic book was.
Yeah.
But the show, I'm like, where are they going with this? It's not. It wasn't.
Yeah. There's the girl, right? That's the main character. I don't know what it is, man. Like, it's just, I can't do it. I'm not saying to talk bad about women.
Is it the actress?
But I just, maybe.
Probably what it is.
It's probably the actress. I'm just like, why does it got to be a girl? Why do you got to just leave it the way it is, man? There's plenty of women superheroes. Just make a movie about that. Why you got to
Typical man.
gentrify?
Typical man. Any ladies,
Be woke,
I
be woke and
understand.
just change it up.
Yeah.
to
I get
it now.
Comply when you don't have to. Like,
Because like all the ones they've done, right? They went woke and then they all went broke. Like that's the one with Captain America. That's the one that just came out with was Anthony Mackie.
Didn't they
right?
do the Equalizer like that? Now it's Queen Latifah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I can't see.
I
I can't see Queen
can't.
Latifah as the Equalizer.
like I have no issue. Like there's plenty of like when they came out with She-Hulk, it was just so pushed in your face, and I'm like, so we're just gonna bash guys. That's all we're gonna do. There's fuck the equality part. Fuck all, like you want equality, you crave equality, but it's like let's bash the other gender. And I'm like, it would have been so good because I mean, I've seen a lot of She-Hulk shit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, just why don't you stick to the storyline? Stick to it.
There's a whole lot of female lead roles in comic books. Like, you ever heard of White Widow?
Yes.
Badass. You ever heard of Lady Death?
Yes.
Badass. How come they don't do those?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought the same
I think they
thing.
brought not Lady Death, but Lady Deathstrike, the one that's with Wolverine. I thought they brought her out at the end of Daredevil, or they were gonna start.
See, that would be badass.
They were gonna start introducing her because the way they were kind of going, it looked like they were trying to bring her out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, but they never went that direction with it.
Yeah. See, but they needed like the way the attention and the way they went with all the woke shit trying to push that. They need to take that same energy and actually take one of these roles that are already built for a woman and push that, because those
All for
are
that.
actually
All for
badass.
that. Yeah.
Those are really badass. Like, I don't know why they want to take the role that was already designed for a guy and then turn it into a woman. And I'm like, it kind of fucks it up. Like, maybe for somebody that doesn't know the story already, they probably won't won't see any difference because they don't know the story. But for somebody like me I grew up with it a certain way, it fucks it up for me.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them like that, right? What's that black chick that's on Wicked?
Oh, Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo. Okay,
she's amazing.
So, okay. I mean, I'm sure she is.
Wicked?
I'm sure she is.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen
But they're casting her in a new movie, or I guess a new play, Jesus Superstar.
Okay.
She's playing Jesus.
What?
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, why?
She can sing her ass off. I'll tell you.
Oh, I'm sure she could, but I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand the role.
Yeah.
Like we all know that we know, right? But it's like, oh, we're gonna put our own little spin on it. No, stop.
Yeah,
because that's where you take something that's not.
I don't even know what the original Jesus Superstar thing is. I've heard of it. I just don't have no idea what it is.
I've seen a little bit of it. I didn't care for it. But then again, it's just like there was already a role for that, right? There was I can't remember how long ago it came out the first time, but anyways, they're redoing it with her as Jesus.
See, at least the Phantom of the Opera was good because that stayed to the story and how it was.
Yeah.
But when I don't like how they change up something. It's just like how everybody was pissed about the whole Little Mermaid thing because it wasn't the typical princess that looked. It didn't look like her.
Yeah,
that's not what
everybody's
you grew up
expecting.
with.
The red hair girl. Yeah,
but what threw that off a lot too, though, is when they did the press interviews for that. Mm-hmm. It was just the
water and the fish.
They were more pushing the female agenda, which, hey, granted, I'm all for it, but come up with the role for it. Don't just piggyback. It was more DEI shit, right?
Yeah.
It was what.
That's what it was.
I'm like, I don't understand why you got to push this down. And I don't think it would have been a bad movie if they hadn't marketed it the way they marketed it. Mm-hmm. It would have been a good movie. I mean, who cares?
That's I guess kind of what my point was earlier. Like it's what everybody else is trying to push their agenda on their, on you. When if people could just enjoy it or not enjoy it.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
You don't have to push it one way or another. Just let people decide for themselves and just enjoy it or not.
And the shitty part about it is, right? Like, let's say like this Captain America. The reason they're going to say it's not going to do any good is because he was a black actor. That's not why. It's because he literally came out and said that we shouldn't use Captain America he doesn't represent America.
Oh yeah,
he made it a whole thing, and I'm like, no one's going to watch it.
They just fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah, no one's going to watch it because you're turning it into a political thing.
Yeah.
And that's not what it is.
Yeah, they just killed the whole vibe.
Yeah, they killed the whole thing. The worst movie Disney's ever or Marvel's ever made.
Damn.
Yeah, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, maybe I want to watch it now.
Yeah, like apparently it's that bad. It's like watching Soul Train or Soul Plane.
I actually like Soul Plane.
Dare we even talk about Joker 2? Because that was pushed in all kinds of directions. I've yet to see it,
and I probably won't ever see it.
I
probably won't ever waste my time.
I wouldn't waste your time.
Yeah, that's one thing I will prejudge. I don't want to watch that one at all. Like, sounds stupid.
Joker was
great.
Good.
Oh yeah,
but that second one, when I saw how they were doing it, I'm like, nope, not even gonna waste my time.
Yeah, you would eventually turn it off. I will say that.
You saw it in the theater, right?
I did. I stayed there for the whole 2 hours.
Oh my god, the nightmare.
It was.
Damn.
The beginning was cool. Yeah. Like because they did like a whole little cartoony thing with it, but then it just you think you're gonna go into something and then it just completely like shifted.
Wait, there was actually a cartoon part in it?
Yeah, like in the very beginning.
See,
but the way they did it, it's just kind of like an introduction. But
that's what happens when you get people that don't have. Because I'm sure it wasn't the same person that did the first movie.
Same person.
Okay, so I know what happened.
He had influence.
He had influence.
Yeah. You take people that are not like Joe Rogan said it right. Said it best. You take people that are non-creators. They're non-creative people that put their opinions in with creative people. Say, hey, we're the one running the show. This is what we want. We should do this.
We have the money.
Yeah, we have the money. We're the ones pushing this. You know what? I think it's a good idea if you do this.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, fuck. How do I tell these guys that are fronting up the money that no, that's dumb. That's retarded. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Like you lose your whole credit.
Yeah, and it's just like, but then again, because Quentin Tarantino wouldn't do it. He would be like, no, that's dumb. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You hired me. I did the first show. The first movie was great. Why would I take your opinion on the second movie?
Yeah.
Right.
But then again, the money starts talking and shit like that. And the next thing you know, you're putting out a shitty movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
That's probably exactly what happened.
That's probably exactly what happened.
I think that's funny because I watch a lot of the old stuff like from the 2009 just because it was brain dead entertainment.
Oh,
You had to
yeah.
worry thing about thinking one way or another. Wasn't trying to push nothing on you. It was just stupid stuff. Like I like comedy, so it's just either stupid and it's funny because nobody cared. It's like, hey, just you turn your brain off a little bit, and not worry about bullshit all day.
Yeah.
that you already had to deal with. And I guess I would still watch like a lot of older stuff. Rewatch, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it
Just
still
because-
hits.
Yeah, and it's still funny. It's still good. Not to worry about nothing being pushed one way or another. You know, and that's the problem with a lot of stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
There's
the
an
older stuff
agenda.
is better is
Yeah.
because there's none of that shit being pushed on you.
Yep.
You could watch it without having like somebody else's ideals being pushed on you.
Yep.
Like, fuck that. Yeah.
That's right. I just can't, man. I just put good shit out, man. That's all I want. If you want a fucking female role, you know, then hey, find yourself a character that's a female star. You know what I mean? It's they're the main character.
Oscars,
Fill
like I
that
got
role.
recommendations.
Yeah, I'll have tons of
You
recommendations.
ever
tons.
watched Shameless?
Yes.
Shameless is
that one yet.
That was
great.
a badass show.
a
You haven't
great
seen
show.
I
it?
haven't seen that one yet.
It's a badass. It's long.
Yeah.
It's a badass show. And yeah, there's
That's one that
there's
it's on my
some-
list to watch, and I always forget about it when I'm looking for something new to watch.
yeah. There's some full on gay scenes in there. But it doesn't fucking bother me. It's just like, you know, hey, whatever. It's part of the show.
Yeah.
It goes on. It's not like they just threw this in there. Like, no, it's running with this character's.
Yeah. Well, he was gay to begin with. Oh, he wasn't gay to begin with. Was it Ian? That's
Yeah,
his
he
name?
was gay to begin with.
No,
Yeah,
he
no,
wasn't.
not-
he
yeah,
was
he
with
was.
the girl.
He was with the girl.
And then
He wasn't realizing. He's like, oh, okay. So it
He was hooking
follows-
up with that dude from the store he worked at.
the Mickey.
Yeah.
No, before
Oh,
that,
yeah, I know
there
who
was
you're
a
talking
store
about.
that he was working at,
Yeah.
and he was hooking up with the owner of that store. You don't remember, huh?
He's like, I can't believe.
Too far back.
It was like
Bend
right at
you
the very
over.
beginning. It was like it was like season 1 or season 2.
I think it's season 2 because he caught him on the wife catches.
The
him,
wife
right?
catches him on the camera, yeah.
So,
But regardless of that,
Yeah.
that shit doesn't like.
it's because you're following a storyline.
It's part of the fucking storyline. It's not like some shit that they just threw in there to try and influence you.
Oh.
It's like that's that character's
Like-
role, and he's
like-
playing it.
What's
And that's
that?
fine. That's totally
Yeah.
fine.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey,
But it's such a good fucking show, though.
and that's one that, like I said,
I hate, I hate
about
to,
it.
I hate to
I'll watch
recommend it to you because it's gonna suck you in and it's gonna take forever to finish it because it's like 7 seasons
Yeah.
or
The
some
thing
shit like
with
that.
shows like that is I stay up to like 3 a.m. watch TV when I have to get up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, one more episode. One
Yeah,
more episode.
exactly,
I'm
yeah.
like, laying down.
Yeah, the
like, you wanna
biggest, the biggest thing I guess here recently, where it was just a push in your face, was the show The Last of Us. That one episode.
That
it's
one
like,
episode,
Yes.
What-
yes.
what are we doing?
It was a good show until that one point.
Until that,
I agree
I'm
with
like,
you.
okay, this whole
and it had nothing to do with the storyline. It would have been fine if these characters had something with the storyline, but it had no
no bearing on the rest of the season.
it didn't matter.
Like you could have literally
they could have
taken
left
that
it out and it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
It had no change of the whole story at all. Now I've heard people talk about it was such a beautiful story on its own. Yeah, it was actually a good story, but with the whole show, it made no sense to have it in there.
Yeah, you want to make The Last of Us about a disease that kills all the straight dudes and everybody's gay? Hey, fine, fuck it. That's the storyline, you know. But let's not take these first 2 episodes, and then with the third one, we're gonna fucking Hail Mary this bitch,
Yeah,
you know, and then we'll bring it back.
Yeah.
yeah. It
Yeah,
was,
let me
it was
throw it.
weird.
We're gonna throw it in your face.
It was weird.
yeah.
You could totally miss that episode and it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
It has no difference to the story. That was crazy.
I don't know. We need to make a movie.
But I do still
Brokeback
like
Angelo. Brokeback Twin Mountain.
that'll be an easy one.
Twin Mountain.
We could have had everything, but you didn't want it, Abraham. We could have had a podcast. We could have had the What It Do.
Give me the whatever, what it do, whenever.
Whatever.
I've made a I don't know if it was a What It Do Wednesday
It was.
or what, but I made one and it was the 2 guys from Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, okay.
And it was and on one guy I put you and I put the What It Do podcast on one guy and on the other guy it says you.
So I wish I knew how to quit you.
Yeah.
I remember that
I
one.
think
that
I seen
one.
that one. That was a while back, right?
Yeah,
I think I
yeah,
did
yeah.
see that one.
That one was fucking funny when I was making that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
But then I think people see it and they're just like, I'm not gonna like that. That's-
What are these dudes doing? Like,
I'm like, bro,
What's this
come on.
podcast about?
Yeah. We're like The Last of Us. We go good and then we have a really
Yeah,
gay
we had
episode.
some weird shit.
It was like, wow, I could have gone without listening to that one episode.
but I'll go back.
When I
I'm
do
by
that,
myself,
when
I'll
I
go
do
back
that
and
shit,
watch.
it just makes me laugh. And sometimes I'm like, should I post this? Ah, fuck it. And I just post. I post it and I get off real quick. I'm like, oh shit, get out of here.
But that's what it is about. It's literally anything and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's where all the conversations go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go
And that's
all
what I
over the
like
place.
about it, because that's what's interesting about it. That's how you get to know the person you're interviewing.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not
With.
sticking to a script. You're just like
We're just talking.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
the
Yeah.
organic
Because if we
way.
came in this with like, all right, these are our talking points and this and this, and it's not interesting
Like
to me.
Ronnie, exactly. When did you start? When did you pick up your first spatula?
To tell you the truth, what happened was
So the kitchen you were in, was it just ran by you, or did you have other?
Was there another
influences?
man in there next to you?
Was he holding?
me to know you to find out.
Were you the little or the big spoon?
Which is, I mean, hey,
And
you know,
the tongs.
The tongues.
that which is fine. Some people, I mean, that's good for some people. You know, it's just not. God, I wish. Like, there's some times, right? Like, it was like, man, what are we going to talk about? You know, and I try to come up with this thing, you know, where it's like, all right, well, I'm going to have some talking points. Never works out. Because that's just not me, man. I don't do talking
That's not
points.
who we are. That's not how we do it. It'll be weird if we did do it.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not expecting that. And all of a sudden, like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Because,
What is this, CNN?
yeah.
Like, here we go.
One thing we do have, man, I kind of like it, right? The people that have been on, they were like, you know, of course, you get text messages and say, hey, man, whenever you're ready for me to come back on, I can come back on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. I was like, they come in there and have a good time. You know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think I was probably one of those people.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, let me know.
Yeah, whenever you're
Yeah,
ready.
yeah. And it's great. I like hearing that because I was like, and that's cool because they were cool with it all.
Yeah.
Because at the very beginning, everybody's so, and I get it. It's like, we're going to go on a microphone in front of the camera. It's like, it's kind of weird. Like, do I need to brush up on a subject or like, what are we going to talk about? You know, and this and that. I'm like, no, we're just going to talk. We're going to just,
Our
have a
episode start
conversation.
off a gay story in Barcelona, Spain.
And to be honest, I was a little nervous talking tonight just because of the fact that I'm sober. And I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I'm not used to talking like this.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, how am I going to be tonight? I'm like, oh, I'm still doing okay.
Same.
now.
Oh, yeah. Same old.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some where, have we had some where we didn't drink? Yeah, we have had somewhere where we didn't drink at all.
Yeah. Those were kind of like,
No, they were good. They were just weren't our normal element because we're usually trying to like,
but this is
Loosen
me.
up a little bit.
we're trying to, yeah, we're usually trying to loosen up a little bit
Yeah.
because I mean, that is
It takes the
definitely-
pressure off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And especially because, I mean, like we try to talk a little bit before the podcast and try to, because people come in having, there's an expectation. It's like, all right, man, now I got to be professional. And I'm like, hey, you want a beer or you're welcome to anything?
You gotta break the ice.
Yeah, I got all the whiskey you want, right?
Yeah,
And some people come in, they're like, oh, it's not what I thought.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, like Alex did. He was all like, man, what are we going to talk about?
I mean,
just so I can
when
brush
when
up.
I came in, I already like, hell yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
I want to go on that
we're gonna
podcast.
hang out. Hell yeah.
It's just because, I mean, how often do you really just get to chill with a bunch of just random dudes and just talk about whatever you want to talk about? Like, let's just
Yes.
dump.
And
Let's
Tiffany.
dump it out. You know, dump your week's shit
Yeah.
just out. You know, and then
You're venting. You're just venting.
yeah, you're venting.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And then the next day you get to be like, oh, because I do like my Wednesdays are like they're chaotic up to this point. You know, and then after the podcast, and then tomorrow, man, I'm just like,
Refresh.
yeah, man, I'm like, I'm
It's
empty.
therapy. You're basically getting free
This
therapy.
is therapy.
Yeah.
Y'all getting free therapy by having other people come in and y'all just let it out.
That's what
Yeah.
it is. That's what it is.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you got to, because sometimes, man, having to deal with people day in, day out, which I'm like, there's nothing wrong with people, right? But sometimes you're just like, God, I got to get all you out of my head, because I mean, you hear some shit where it's just like, it's literally, maybe you're not thinking about it, but it lingers in the back of your head.
Yeah,
It's a
it
thought.
does.
Where I'm just like, all I want to do is go to sleep. All I want to do is just, I don't want to think about nothing. I just want this mental dump. I just want a mental dump. You know, man, Wednesdays are great.
Yeah.
Because Wednesdays, man, I'm ready. I'm like, I'll call this fool and I'm ready to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm
He
like,
said he has you on the car phone, always like we're just driving. And
Yeah.
he already started an hour before.
Hitting the rumble strips.
here, lady, he's not been answering my phone calls.
Oh no. Yeah. Actually, there's been so much shit going on.
Oh,
at
yeah,
work.
no.
It's just like-
Yeah, I get it.
Heck yeah, it's
I
been
get it. It's just my
finals and
feelings. What do I
everything.
care?
You know, but it's funny because I was talking to my parent the other day. We were, I guess it was this weekend actually. I was at my parents' house and we were just kind of hanging out talking. They were asking me how'd the podcast go, and I was like, oh man, it went good. And I was like, you know, I think people just get too comfortable with this. You know, I don't know, like You know, I was like, but I don't have a problem with it. It's cool. I'm glad that people are actually get comfortable with this. I say I can see where it could probably get kind of dangerous because we got to come up and down stairs. So like, what if somebody fucking fell all the way down the stairs?
Those are
like,
some steep stairs.
yeah, I'm like, that's not cool. And I was telling my dad, I was like, I don't know what it is. And I think, I don't know. I was like, I think it's just like there's something lacking. Like we're hitting on something that other people are. It's great for us because we do it every Wednesday. Yeah. But when you invite somebody else on, they're like, "Fuck yes," you know what I mean? Because there's something that, like this is like I don't know even know. It's not a club. Like that sounds stupid. The club, right? But it's
we
like,
call it the Scorpions.
It's just like a.
Write it on the
dude, it's like where else you gonna go? Yeah. Where you gonna like what you just said? You're gonna hang out, have some drinks or not, and just fucking talk. Just fucking get it off your chest, whatever the fuck it is. Just, hang out. That's what we're doing. Where else are you going to go do that? I mean, you can go to a bar, I guess, and do that, but people are going to look at you like you're fucking crazy.
I was like, dude, I'm here to drink. Can you please not talk to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's like rolling the dice over there. Here, you're going into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
no
walls, after a few beers, the walls get to come down a little bit. You're just like, this guy's not going to ask me some fucking dumb question. He's not. Well, I'm sure there's dumb questions, but it's like I'm not trying to pry into your life. Yeah. So it's like, oh, okay, the walls can come down a little bit. Yeah. And like I'm gonna share a little bit of shit about me. So not to think that hey, I'm trying to corner you or nothing like that. So yeah,
that guy's gonna interrupt me eventually.
Listen to it. It's cool as shit. I always thought, man. I mean, I'll leave that up to you, but I always thought your dad would be fucking.
I've asked him.
He said, "Hell no."
Yeah, he said no.
He didn't want to do it. Yeah, I think that'd be cool to hear, man. I mean, honestly, just as a listener, it'd be cool to hear. Like, I mean, even your wives too, just to hear him get on telling y'all try to act right. I mean, just as a comedic point in my head, like I see that, and then they'll be both y'all like, we gotta act right now, because
I can't be my wife, and she calls me out on my bullshit.
Yeah, or your parents or your dad, whatever. That'd be cool to hear. Just like just to hear.
I'm gonna keep asking him.
Yeah, that and your brother. Your brother has
my brother can talk. My brother can talk. He's got the gift of gab. He could have been a car salesman if he wanted to. And he and I try to fucking push him towards that because he's always telling me shit all the time. He's always sending me memes, or he'll just call me out of the blue and he's got something to say and this and that, or he'll want to make a suggestion for the podcast. And I was like, "Pitch, come on." And he was like, "Nah, people are gonna think I'm crazy." I was like, "People already think you're crazy. Come on,
welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club." And he was like, "Man, I don't want to say something." And then I was like, "Why not?
Yeah.
Why are you bottling it up for?"
Yeah, it's gonna come out one day, and you're really gonna look.
You're gonna be in a parking lot somewhere, and somebody's gonna look at you wrong, and you're gonna fuck them up, and then what? I mean, no, he's not like that at all. But I mean, I'm just fucking with him. But I think he would do good on here.
I think he would do too.
Yeah.
Because there'll be times, I get carry on with the conversation with somebody outside of here, Well, this is before we even started the podcast. Then I would go to the point of rambling on, and they're just like, hey, like, I'll get into my conspiracy theories and shit like that. Like, I'll really just, because, I mean, I spend a lot of time with myself, So I'll just, I'll mental dump on these guys. And I'm just like, hey, my bad, dude. I didn't mean to go all out like that. It's just sometimes you got to get it out, Yeah. I haven't had to do that. I haven't had to do that lately. I was just like, hey, how's everything going? Have a nice little conversation, not get too crazy with it, And they're just
have your weekly release already now.
Yeah.
I mean, our problem is we work by ourselves, so we don't have if I don't call him to unload, it's just bottled up.
It's literally a therapy session.
It is for us.
Yeah, I mean that's
it
cool.
really
that's
is.
Awesome. That's badass.
Yeah.
But it gives everybody a chance to, kind of show a vulnerable side of them because they're like, oh, I can relate to this guy. Mm-hmm. I can, yeah, me too. Like I've been to that.
That guy's dumb. He can't even talk sometimes. He gets drunk and starts stuttering and shit. Start mumbling his words.
Have you ever seen on Family Guy? They give Peter, he gets a spot on the local news channel, and they call it "What Grinds My Gears." What
really grinds my gears.
I know that episode.
I feel like that's us sometimes. I feel like, are we old? We're on here complaining. We're on here complaining like old men about what really grinds my gears.
I always say that.
These goddamn kids.
That's Oscar. His story times.
that is a lot of my story times because man,
these kids these days.
I just wish they were more enthusiastic about the job that they have because I'm like, dude, at least you got a job, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that unfortunately, they're in their prime years, you know what I mean? Or I would say their golden years. still having to fucking, work. And I'm like, and they're a lot more easier to talk to. I guess they're retired if they just, instead of staying at home and shit like that.
Yeah.
They go and find a job, and they're so easy to talk to. You can just tell, man. And then you deal with these kids, and they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
They're just like, man, if you don't do your job, I'm going to have to let you go. Fire me. I don't care.
Yep.
And it's just like, oh, dude, come on, man. At least you may not like the job that you're at, right? But have some self-pride.
Yeah.
Where's that pride? Where's that self-pride?
Oh, they don't have it, dude.
I'm just like,
Well,
I don't
not all of them.
No.
But there's
It's
a big majority though.
yeah. It's I don't try the right
Like
word.
entitlement?
I was gonna say I think it's exciting whenever you do find someone that does have the pride and they do try extra. They're like that's I like to see that.
Yeah.
It's not often you see it. But on
Oh,
the rare
yeah,
occasion you do,
ambitious.
yes, and it's like, man, that's cool to see someone young actually try. So
Yeah.
those rare times you do see it, that's encouraging. I guess. Is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
word.
Yeah.
That's cool, man, to see
But
stuff like that.
unfortunately, man, when you meet those, you're like, God, they're so
it's-
good, but you got a finite time with them
Yeah.
because they're not going to stick around.
No.
They're there and they're gone, But man, you're right. Those little golden moments where you have them, you're just like, this kid.
Or even that
He's
is
got it.
like as a customer, like whether it's at a retail store, at a restaurant, or anywhere, like just to see that, like you have hope for that person,
Yeah.
and hope for the humanity. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like it's still there. It's not as
I think the problem
Yeah.
is Chick-fil-A's hogging all of them.
Yeah.
you might be for real.
They damn
You
sure
gotta
are.
be special to work there.
Yeah, no
for real.
kidding, man. Like I got my daughter used to work at Chick-fil-A.
Go.
But she
Here's
was
an
kinda
experience for
attitude, so
everybody.
she had her in the kitchen.
Just for the hell of it, go to Popeyes, get you something to the drive-through, and then right after that, go to Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Like that.
That's night and day.
You're gonna see two different worlds. Like what the fuck?
I kind of want to do that now.
But, I mean, I do.
I'll eat them
Theories.
both. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, it's clear as day. You're right. It's
time Popeyes closed that, by the way.
Right.
oh man,
But you'll see two different worlds of like people, and it's like, God damn, what the fuck?
my pleasure.
Yeah.
And it's like, was that one?
With a smile and everything. How's
Even-
your day?
They'll make small talk with you, like everything. Like they'll just start. Like I feel like obviously they're coached up on. Hey, if they're sitting here for so long, start talking to them, ask them about this, ask them like give them talking points because it's like, because sometimes they'll say something like, hey, have you ever played such and such game? Or I'm like, where did that come from? Like, oh, they have to have like a
Yeah, I'm like, whatever, nerd.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I ordered DoorDash, not today, but yesterday, at work, and I ordered from Chick-fil-A, like breakfast or whatever. And then in my Chick-fil-A bag, there was a card, a handwritten card that said, "Thank you for existing. Hope this brightens your day." Like
That's
the
really cool.
most.
That would have made my day happier.
And everything.
makes me feel
like,
good right now.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
That wasn't even for me.
I know, right? Me too. I'm happy just hearing your story.
Like,
Right.
Thank you, Chick-fil-A.
Off of my nightstand.
Like it was
Not today.
handwritten and
I want
everything.
to give them 5 stars right now just because of that story. Like,
Little sun
I was
and
like, hey
everything
man,
on
thanks for
it.
making me feel a little bit special today.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty badass.
That
so.
is.
I was
It
like,
is.
okay.
But it's so small gestures.
Like when
Yes.
I'm sad and depressed, I'm gonna order Chick-fil-A. Like,
Hell yeah, make me feel good.
Hell yeah. On your potatoes, bro. It's like, have a nice day. Like
Yeah.
kind of the
I spell
Valentine's
it.
Day. The cookies that we have them on the potatoes.
oh yeah,
And then you get something from Popeyes and somebody punch your hamburger and shit like, have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
I think I got one of those from Wiener Schnitzel one time.
there's all
all thrown in there?
squished in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, because some people just have bad days, man.
Yep.
Just like there's sometimes I get it. I'm sitting there 'cause when it happened to me, right? I'm like, this guy. I was like, I get it. You're 40 something years old, and I don't know what his life decisions were, but at some point, I had it when I was in my 20s. I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You just had a bad fucking day. Like I did, dude. I took it another Wiener Schnitzel incident. We call it in my house the Great Wiener Schnitzel Incident.
Ooh.
Where dude.
You have a name for it?
What's that?
Y'all have a name?
Oh,
for
we
it?
have a name for it because I lost my shit. I lost my
Damn.
shit, but it was kind of one of those. I had a really bad day, and I mean,
That's
I haven't-
to the extreme then.
yeah, that's the extreme.
Yeah.
That took me to a whole nother level. That's one of those where I came home, my wife was crying because I'm like, I left the house. I was that mad.
Damn.
And it was over. It was over something stupid. You know, I just spent 36 hours out in the lease, you know, because of the problems, you know, keeping up with the pumps and stuff like that.
I've
It was
had
just
days like that. Fuck those days.
and I get home, right? And I mean, my wife, she's busy. She's got the kids and stuff like that. You know, I get home and you know, she's like, I got you Sonic. And I'm like, oh, okay, perfect, you know. And I go and it's the coldest fucking burger. Everything. I was just like, it wasn't her fault. You know, she was busy. It was not my, you know, I came home late. You know, it's not her fault. But I got the burger, the whole thing, the whole meal, and I threw it in the trash. And I was just like, I didn't say nothing. I just stormed out the house and I went. I feel so bad for even bringing this up because that's just a piece of shit night, bro. I was a piece of shit. I was a piece of shit. But you know, through that, I've never had that moment again. I kind of like, oh, chill out. It's not that bad, you know.
See, but you recognized it though.
Oh yeah, I recognized it. That night, I just didn't, dude. I drove to Wiener Schnitzel all the way on South Bryant, you know, and I went out there and I ordered my meal and shit like that. And I'm hot. I'm so hot. The radio's not on.
Oh.
The AC. I have my windows down. Oh. Like I was just quiet. I drove quiet like a psychopath everywhere, you know, to Wiener Schnitzel.
There's something to be said about silence.
Oh yeah. And I needed as much as I could get that day. Yep. Ordered my meal, drove all the way back home. I get home, my wife's crying. You know, she's on the couch, she's crying because I was pissed. You know, she's like, "Oh my god, I can't do. I don't know what you."
You're acting like an Oscar right now.
Yeah, you're acting like you. So
You're asking like Oscar the Grouch.
I reach in my bag and I don't even look at the bag. I don't reach in anything, right? Not until I get home. I reach in the bag and I pull it out. Nothing what I ordered. Nothing.
Fuck.
And I sat there and I look at it and I remember I got it all with one hand. I crunched it and shoved it in the fucking bag. I get up with my drink and I even put the drink inside the bag. That's how mad I was. This shit was leaking.
Oh my gosh.
I drove all the way to Wiener Schnitzel. I go in the driveway. I get out of my truck. I go to the window, and I fucking throw it in.
Damn,
really?
Yeah, bro. Like that wasn't me. That was so outside of me. I feel like I was watching a movie. That's how angry I was. Like I was watching a movie. It wasn't even me. I sit there and I look up, and when I threw it, I didn't pay no attention. Nobody's there. I look at the girl behind the register and then the cook that was there and they got chili dog and drink all over them, bro. Damn. All over them.
That sucks.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was like, when I got, okay, hold on. I'll finish the story.
Allegedly.
This is all allegedly. And I was just like, it was bad. Like nothing lined up. It was just one of my worst days I've ever had, you know? So I get back in the fucking truck, right? And I'm driving off and I get about halfway home and I'm like, God, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece. Like it just clicked. Yeah. All one day. I was like, Jesus, you're a piece of shit.
Came back to reality.
I was like, who the fuck do you think you are, dude?
Yeah.
Like I had this existential crisis, man. I pulled over and I was just like I wanted a ball, dude, because I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck was that?
Yeah.
You know, and then I stopped thinking about it. I was like, what did I tell my wife before I left the first time that made her mad, made her start crying? What did I say? Because I don't remember anything. I just remember like I was watching a movie. Yeah.
After you're working 36 fucking hours straight.
Yeah,
you're just
sleep,
just a fucking robot at that point. Like you're just
an autopilot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I sat there and I was like, God, you piece of shit. I went home, bro. I apologized to my wife. Didn't even take a shower. I went to bed.
Yeah.
I went to bed just to get up fucking 5 hours later.
Yeah.
And do it all
Go do it all over again.
And then the next day I threatened to whoop my boss's ass. Because he just like it was piling up, man.
Yeah, I know the people you're talking about too. I probably would have.
I just spent 36 hours with you, you know, and now I'm back to have to deal with you again for you to say some smart ass shit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, get out of the truck. I was calm. Get out of the truck. What's the matter, Oscar? I'm whooping your ass. Get out of the truck. He's like, Oscar, calm down, man. Just calm down. I was like, no, I need you to understand, man. No one's leaving this location until I whip your ass. I was like, I'm done. He refused to get out of the truck.
Hell yeah. He was about to get the shit beat out of him.
I need you to get out of the truck. I'm going to whip your ass on location. And then I was hangry. I was all types of, I couldn't even eat that night, you know? I was just so mad.
Yeah.
And then the rig guys, they were all like, hey, man, hey, you all right, dude? Can you calm down? I was like, first of all, don't tell me to calm down. You know, and this dude, bro, the Derek hand,
God damn.
Probably as tall as that fucking door, built like the fucking Rock, dude. Like this, he's got to be on steroids. And I was like, when I get done with him, I'll do it with you next. That's how mad I was. I'm like, no way, I'm whipping his ass, you know. But I'm like, dude, I'll do it with you next, man. If any of y'all get in the way, I'm fucking y'all up. Like I was that mad, bro. Like there was nothing could have stopped me.
Yeah, you were steamrolling.
Yeah, bro. And he's like, calm down. And I got in my truck and I went up to the battery and shit like that. And he came up, he apologized. And I went to lunch, man. I took a 2-hour lunch.
You probably needed that.
I sat there in the restaurant like a fucking sociopath. Eating my food.
They were calling the sheriff, like, could you just sit outside?
I was just like, it was just a bad time, man. And luckily, luckily I got that. I feel sorry for anybody who fucking was in that path, you know?
Yeah.
But now I self-recognize where I'm like, okay, hold on. Whoa. You're about to go off the deep end, you know. It's not, none of this is serious. It's not that serious.
Yeah.
You know, and I've never gone to that level since then.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I could get there either. So that
when I was working for you one time, I remember me and your brother Michael, we were redoing a wellhead, and I wasn't sure exactly I wasn't sure exactly how you wanted all the plumbing done on the wellhead, and I was asking you about it, and you were fucking mad about it. Like you were fucking pissed already about something that was totally not even there. Because I just asked you just like a normal question, and you were like, if you can't fucking figure out how this needs to go, I don't even know why I have you here for. I guess it's because you're related to my wife. And you walked away, and I looked at Michael, and I was like, let's go. I was like, take a picture of the other wellhead. We'll go to the next one, and we'll just build it the same way as this one was. And then we got away from you, and I was like, I think your brother's mad.
Which, after doing that, bro, anybody who's a business owner, total testament, man. To it's like, bro, it's like, oh, you don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I get it.
Yeah, after talking to you later on, it was a whole other fucking shitstorm that you had going on, but we were just like, it was wrong place, wrong time. You shouldn't even have fucking been out there, honestly. Yeah. You own the goddamn company. It should have just been your but you had to be there because it was your business. So
no, I get it.
But I
definitely get what he's saying though.
Yeah.
Being on this side, like a lot of people don't know appreciate know by now, but the back end of
all
the other bullshit that goes into it, and like you try to go there, you try to ignore it, you try to fucking focus on that one thing, and it's just like doesn't work together.
Yeah, it's the weird hustle, man, where it's just like I'm sure you've had them times where it's like, I can never get ahead. I can't get ahead. Why can't I get ahead?
Yeah.
And then you get hit with bad news, and I'm just like, hey, something broke. We blew a tire, or
that
whatever.
compounds, and it compounds, and it compounds like, God damn it, y'all motherfuckers, all of y'all.
It's like all I need is confident people. It's like you get mad.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you don't ever want to go there, but it's like it's no one's fault. It's just it
only takes so much, and then
it's the nature of the beast.
It is.
It really is. Because honestly, it doesn't matter how good the fucking hands are that you have. Yeah. Shit's gonna fucking happen, and
that's what annoys me about people, man. When they're like, "Oh man, he's got a business, he's doing good," and I'm like, "Yeah, we're all struggling, man. Mm-hmm. Like what you're seeing from outside that window, man, is not what's happening inside.
Yeah.
Like I have to pinch pennies. I have to fucking." You know, I can't just make a goddamn, order all willy-nilly and add whatever I want to add, because that starts cutting into profits, man. There's a really delicate balance when it, like, do I give total respect to anybody having a restaurant? God damn it. You're already operating on low profit margins. Yeah. The prepping, it takes a big chunk of your day, a huge chunk of your day on the prepping and making sure you got all you're stocked up. And on top of that, you got to make sure there's money, that there's like it's a whole big balancing act.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, that I didn't know of any of this until I had a restaurant. And of course, it only lasted a year.
Yeah.
So anybody who lasts more than that, man, my hat's off to you, because I know how I only did it for a year, and I was pulling my fucking hair out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on 5 years this April, March, May, June, July.
Wow.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's the milestone right there, man. Yeah. For a restaurant, 5 years is that milestone. Yeah. Where it's just like, hey, you made it here.
Yep.
You're going to be around for a while.
Yeah. Well, that's the goal. That's what I'm hoping for. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning, I didn't know if I was gonna make it past a year or two.
Oh yeah.
And then, but at least this year's, and they just flew, and I'm just like, damn, I'm coming on 5 years. That's crazy.
It is, man. That's nuts, dude.
That's awesome, though.
That is an
know,
accomplishment.
One thing that always kind of was a crazy thought to me was like when you go into a restaurant and it's like it's super busy, but then you go again at the same time the next day and it's super slow. And it's like, man, I kind of feel bad. I was like, goddamn, because they do all the prep work to get ready for it to be busy, but then all of a sudden it's slow.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. And then they, it might go like that for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they get slammed, and then they weren't ready for it. And I was like, man, that
you
sucks.
never know. That's the thing. You never know.
You never know.
You really never know. I mean, you have like a how would you say it? Like not a schedule, but like a set expectations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That sometimes they work, sometimes don't. But lately, you never. Like, it's not like that no more. There used to be a time when it was like that.
Yeah.
Like when I worked with other people and stuff like that, and just even before that, like it's just. But now it's like. You got like that. It'll get like that for a little bit of time throughout the year, but then
it's erratic.
Yeah, it really is.
So,
really...
so is it like a gauge for you now to where you can kind of gauge like the days that you are going to be at a certain point, and then versus like how it is throughout the year? Like, this month is my good busy time.
Yeah, so I guess you gauge more by the month.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it goes now. Like where I'm at. Like, okay, I know this month I need to make sure that. I'm ready to not make nothing,
Yeah.
Be ready, or I don't need to be ready for this month coming up, for this next following month. And so I have to, because that's going to happen, like, and I know it's going to happen this month,
Yeah.
But like, there's other months, okay, now we're going to be busy this month, so we got to do everything we can to make sure this month does how we expect it to be ready for the months that aren't going to be like that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, and even there's some times where you expect to be busy and there's nothing. I'm like,
yeah.
Happening, then God willing, I get blessed, and boom, it'll come like at the end. Like, okay, cool, thank God.
They got it all worked out. Yeah,
still happened. Like,
see, I wish somebody would have prepared me, man, for the end of July, beginning of August.
Yes, July is the worst.
Yep, because I'm like, oh man, because everyone's going on vacations. Everyone's kind of not even on vacations, but they're like prepping for school and stuff like that. Having my school supplies closed.
They just graduated. They're trying, and being San Angelo, people are leaving. They're not coming.
Yeah. So I didn't realize like those 2 weeks, man, were absolutely dead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, where's everybody at? Did everybody fall off the play?
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? Is it us? Is it our food?
Yeah,
but I'm like, yeah, it's not. So I wish somebody would have kind of, and it's like, hey, man,
prepare for
these. Prepare for July. July is going to be
especially if you weren't in the industry before. Because I already had an idea, but not at the same level. Because at the same time, I was always had inside dining. I was never a place where it's just, grab and go, which the weather makes a total difference.
Yeah.
And so when it's super hot, when it gets cold, whenever the weather's bad, that's just going to totally, whether it's supposed to be good or not, it
gauges all of it, right?
Yeah,
damn, so you even got to watch the Weather Channel and see how your day's going to be.
Yeah, I do.
Damn, that's crazy. Oh, I guess you got to watch your forecast.
So if it's like cold and stuff, I mean, does that push like your to-go orders?
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Like, once I started doing to-go orders more, that's where I know we're going to have like all DoorDash or schedule to go on this day because it's freezing, and we're not going to have nobody coming in. So it's all, we have to make sure that all that's going to be ready for that. But
damn, that's badass. Yeah. Well, that's great though, man, because it really puts your finger, man. It helps you gauge San Angelo, which is badass, man, because there's a lot of people that don't. A lot of people are just like, oh, well, we'll just continue to, because you can't prep like you did the day before.
Yeah.
So you're right. You have to, and that's the juggle, the fucking juggle, man. The whole prepping.
And then when you over prep, you're like worried, man, I hope this lasts, longer and we get busier so we can. Yeah. I mean, you're okay. Well, at least I'm good for the next day, but I can't be like that all the time because I don't want my food going bad or tasting different.
Yeah.
All that. Like,
how's rodeo season for you?
It's not really. It don't really affect me too much. Yeah, because it's on the other side of town.
That's
like,
true.
I'll get like a little bit of extra business, but not too much. Nothing compared like over there.
Yeah, if you're in that area, you're gonna get directly affected. That's true.
When I worked at a hotel, we would see the owner on a daily basis, and that's what we had to deal with. We had to deal with those very slow months, and then he was really pinching pennies at that point. And it was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make these checks for everybody and stuff like that. And then you had, of course, like the busy months, like the rodeo season and all the family reunion season and stuff like that. But
there's a family reunion season?
Yes.
What month?
That was more starting in May and it goes until August.
During the summer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
I wouldn't know that either.
But it's a hard thing to bank too, though. Like, because I see those restaurants that open on North Chadburn. You know, I'm like, man, you're banking on the rodeo.
Yeah.
That's only one time a year.
Yeah.
You know, like Gil's just moved over to North Chadburn, and I'm like,
I don't know.
I mean, I hope it works out.
Yeah, they've been doing really good so far from what I've seen.
Have they? Okay.
Yeah, and it's gonna get even crazier. Rodeo comes.
Oh yeah.
There's that one something Rincon.
Oh yeah, San Miguel
That's
de
where,
Rincon.
yeah, there you go. That's where we go on Sundays for menudo because they're like one of the few spots open on Sundays that you can go get menudo. They're actually all right, and they stay pretty busy over there. I don't know
Oh,
if you-
Angels is open for Minuto.
on Sundays?
No,
Not on Sundays?
No, not
I swear we've gone on a Sunday.
Little Angels.
they're closed Sunday and Monday.
Sunday and Monday they're usually closed. Yeah, because I've tried to.
That's our spot.
I'll forget. I'll forget,
okay.
and
My
I'm
bad.
like, I want something. I like when I'm on my way to work. You know, Little Angels is right there,
Right.
and I'll forget. Oh, it's fucking Monday. I've drove right up to it. I'm like, I forgot. You know, and I just keep on going. I don't even want to go.
It's always
nowhere
on the
else.
days that they're closed that you want it the most.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
And then when I disappoint, because it's my fault, because I disappoint myself, I don't even want nothing else at that point. I'm like, there's nowhere else I can
Or
go.
Forget
'cause
it,
That's
I'm
what
not
I wanted.
Or there's something else I want. It's way on the other side of town. Like, no, I'll get something I don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta settle for this.
Yeah.
See, and I try not to even eat a lot of Chick-fil-A no more.
Chick-fil-A.
Bad for you, bro.
Is it?
See the report that came out. All their shit's got fucking
What they got?
some
Red dye.
glyphosate.
Oh.
Ooh, no shit.
4 to 5 times higher than standard.
Wow.
Yeah,
Great.
so
I
it's just
literally just praised them
Dude,
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're all giving them props.
for ordering them 2 days ago.
So many people eat Chick-fil-A because they think like it's probably better for you. You know what I mean?
They do give that impression that it is like a healthy.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but a healthier.
Yeah.
When it's just fried.
But I think it used to be. I really do think it used to be.
Well, they
but
change their
Peanut
chicken.
oil.
yeah. So their chicken, their bread, if you notice, it crumbles. It crumbles now.
Oh shit.
You know, it never used to crumble before.
Yeah.
So it always. I mean,
You ever had a Cobb salad from there?
yes.
It's fucking badass.
good.
But now I'm scared of it because if anything's gonna have glyphosate, it's gonna be all those greens.
All those greens. Yeah.
Fuck.
And I'm just like, man,
Chick-fil-A hates
why
us
can't
now.
we just have?
I know, right?
I've been on this stick for a while. And of course, I have ideas for days, right? And I've always thought, like a shipping container restaurant. But all I want to, because I love being in the kitchen. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great, even though God, it's a fucking headache sometimes. But I'm like, just as clean as possible. Like the Friar's beef tallow.
Oh yeah, you already told me about this. Yeah.
Yeah, just that, you want to, just as green as it comes, you know what I mean? People have, like
There was a report that just came out recently that I saw on Facebook, and it was all the restaurants that use beef tallow
Yes.
for their fryers. And it was kind of surprising to see some of those restaurants like, damn, really? I didn't know that. Like, I mean, there's like there's a turning tide because some of them are like big box restaurants,
yes.
and they're using beef tallow now.
Yes, the only issue is that what kind of beef tallow. Like, there's how are they processing it and stuff like that? Because you can really read the label and it's like, oh, it's got beef tallow with such and such. And I'm like, oh, well, the reason they're doing it because they're rendering it after all the bullshit. And I'm like, come on. Oh, so technically it is beef tallow, but
They're not doing it the right way.
Yeah, they're
though.
not doing it the right way.
I got you.
And it is hard because it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive,
Yeah, it is.
So, I mean, I just like, so what did I tell you? That fucking flour from Italy?
Oh, heirloom.
Heirloom. And I was like, heirloom flour to make the fucking dough, because
You don't feel like shit.
you don't feel like garbage, man. Like it's bad enough to say like Mexico is not that far away, right?
Yeah.
So you have their bread, but it doesn't make you feel like it makes you feel here. I don't know why. Was it
pasta-
the ingredients in
the
the
pasta here.
flour? The pasta here's fucking heavy. But you go and have the bread down in Mexico, like I don't know. They used to sell. I don't even know what it's called. What you even call it? But it's a bread, right? But it's got cinnamon in it, and you can go. They sell it everywhere, right? And you can break it off in chunks and eat it. It's a little bit harder though, but it tastes delicious. Dude, I can have 2 of those motherfuckers, man, and I don't feel like garbage
In Mexico?
in Mexico. And I'm like, what's the difference, man? Because I have it here, dude. I'll have me a goddamn donut here, and I feel like absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage. And I'm like, what's in this thing? Or you go and like, there's this fucking good place. I'm not gonna dog it because, goddamn, it's the best fucking. I don't know what to call their sandwiches, right? But they're the bread that breaks apart real easy. It breaks off in layers, like a croissant almost.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right, but they have the sausage, egg, and cheese in it. And I'll get in the morning when I'm filling up. I'm like, it's just right there. I'm going to walk over and just give me that and a cup of coffee. So good, but it leaves a film in your mouth.
Oh,
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm
I'm
like,
talking about.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, man. I was like, if it wasn't for that, but I know it's the bread.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know exactly how they're cooking it, where they're making it, but I'm like, I know it's the bread.
Yeah.
But it's just that I'm like, man, but I guess to each their own. You know, I'm trying to be on this healthier because the older I get, I know I'm getting towards the end of my, I'm on the downside, I guess you could say, of my life, you know? So I'm just like, God, how can I extend my well-being? You know what I mean? How do I extend that? But there's sometimes they're just like, you know.
You consider 40 going on the downside?
Oh, see, but you got to understand
Abraham's
my family.
like, well,
though.
then, but
I feel like that's where I started. Like my body just
Sorry,
started
bro.
falling apart.
turning.
Yeah. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to think of like my side of the family, right? Like my dad, he passed at 52. You know, so for people like, no, you're healthy, you'll be fine, whatever. I was like, well, I'm actually a little bit bigger than my dad was at my age. You know, he was diabetic. I'm diabetic. You know, so you start thinking. I mean, I may live past 52. You know, but that's the gauge there.
Yeah.
You know, like if your dad lived to 90 years, you're just like, you don't see that because you're not going to be that far behind him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be a senior citizen when he's that old, you know, like if my dad lived that old, I would be a fucking, you know, so you don't, that's your gauge. So when you gauge a lot of your family, you know, their health and how young they are, it's just like, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not seeing 70 in my family. So why would I see 70? You know what I mean?
So nobody in your family, like
Well, they're
grandparents
young.
wise?
Not my grandparents, no. They didn't get that old.
Shit. My grandfather just passed away like maybe 3 years ago. I think he was in his 90s or 80s.
Yeah,
He was
no kidding, man.
Yeah, he was in his 80s or 90s. And he went to Korea. He fought in Korea,
dang.
which is kind of like, damn, you know, that's a lot of stress in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should live that long. But, you know, a lot of vets seems like when they make it back, a lot of them seem like, well, no, I'm lying.
They don't want to die, bro. They got
right.
that dog in them.
That's
they
true.
survived all that.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you're right. I survived Vietnam. This is gonna kill me. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of was it that docuseries that was on Netflix with Zac Efron, and they go to that little spot in Italy and they notice that there's a lot of, what do you call them, centurions that live up to like 100 and past.
Mm-hmm.
And realize that, you know, all they ate was like pasta. They would do little walks in the morning. You know, everything was very, very organic, very, you know, fresh. And
There is a
family.
place in Italy like that. People live that old and they eat, like, you're right, pastas,
Yeah, because
breads, all that shit. But it doesn't have all the extra shit.
all the extra
Yeah.
shit.
What about like
Awesome.
Japan? You were in Japan,
Yeah,
right?
in Okinawa, and that's how Okinawa was too. There was a lot of older people,
Older
that like
people,
in
right?
80s, 90s. I mean, everywhere. You know, like I don't know if there were centurions or not, but they were just everybody there was like.
Because they eat
really
well,
old.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
They
And
don't eat.
what it was is because Okinawa was a little island, and the water there was so good. I mean, everything tasted so different.
Was it rich? Like,
Yeah, and so everything they grew pretty much a lot of it they grew there, and so they had that
shit,
good
okay.
water that grew they fed the animals, you know, they fed the plants and all that there.
Very
they were
I mean,
all
that's
healthier.
what-
Yeah,
yeah,
very
they were
organic.
so healthy. I mean, they were really healthy. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was over there and I try to imitate a couple of things here and there when I cook, but it don't taste nothing like over there because it's just of how clean it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it really, I mean, it's amazing how much of a difference it makes.
Oh, yeah. You don't, here you're having to fight the chlorine in the water. Yeah.
Yeah. I put a filter in my shower.
A charcoal filter?
It's got charcoal. It's got a whole bunch
Okay.
of different shit. What a fucking difference it made.
Really?
Like you feel your skin doesn't feel dry as fuck when you get.
I've
like,
heard that before, actually.
Like
Really?
yeah, because my wife was because it was the color in her hair. She was like, we need to do something different. She didn't like the way the chlorine in the water was fucking with her hair color. So we tried something. I went and bought this filter and put it on the shower. So what it is you have your shower tube, then it's a filter, then it's a shower head that goes on after that. So it has to go
Oh,
through
yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay.
And it like
Noticeable
big
difference.
time. Yeah, fucking big time.
Huh.
Yeah.
See? God damn it.
I mean, whatever the hell is in the water is not good because
Yeah,
it's just
especially here. For some reason, Snagel is even worse than most other places.
Yeah.
when it comes to like body, health and all that. Like
I mean, you just feel
Snagel
it.
water, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just, you just taste it, you
Yeah,
smell it.
I mean, you can smell it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
how
like
bad
a-
it is. You can
Should've
just
taken a
smell
shower and it smells like a swimming pool.
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy part. You know, chlorine does not have an odor.
So what is that fucking smell?
It's what it's
killing,
What
right?
it's killing.
Oh shit!
See, like in a swimming pool,
So the stronger it is, the more. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I
Yeah.
never
so
knew that.
when you go to like
I remember turning on the faucets and I was like, God,
Yeah.
damn.
so if you like when you go to a swimming pool and it smells like hard chlorine, it's because the chlorine's killing the urine.
All the fucking piss.
Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, because chlorine's odorless.
I did
I
not
never
know
knew
that.
Yeah, so there you go. There's a little FYI right
Yep.
there.
Damn.
Just like natural
You hear
gas.
that, listeners?
Like,
That's
yeah.
why they had, but they put that additive in there so you can smell.
So
when
you can
gas
smell
leak.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So we'll sit there when you're taking a shower and shit. What's that chlorine killing? What's it disinfecting for the smell
Hell,
when it comes out?
Have y'all got? I'm sure everybody has, but those letters about
Oh,
because they're doing whatever. There's heavy metals that they're finding in our water now, and supposedly they're doing some. It's going to take them a while to fix it, so it's going to be. You can't do nothing about it. It's going to be in your water. So they're sending all these letters to everybody about what the health effects could be of it and this and that, whatever, just because they're required to send them.
No.
But that doesn't mean that they're doing anything about
Well,
it.
thank God for Shannon for opening a cancer center right when they did.
Right.
jeez.
We had this conversation.
Coincidence.
We had this conversation. It's like, what do they know that they were willing to spend that much money to open that fucking center? Like, they know something. They didn't do it.
Yeah.
Just for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
That makes
It
sense.
sounded a
That makes-
lot
that makes-
like Flint. I mean,
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary now.
Because I'm
It's
like, yeah,
shit.
with the water, the shit in the water, right?
Yep.
The Hickory Aquifer, which since they've been building that pipeline, we've known that there's issues with that water. But
And they
it's
still
like,
built it.
oh, we'll just do that and we'll mix it in with other water, so we'll dilute whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that it's getting into people's systems.
But not only that, now you're diluting it with shitty water.
Yeah.
Actual shitty water.
Actual shitty water. So now you're diluting shitty water with more shitty water. Like, what the fuck are we doing
Are you
here?
saying what's that? Shitty water? Eat one of my shitty walk.
My shitty water.
Yeah, it's just, God damn it, man. But I mean, there's nothing you can do to fix it.
What,
That's it.
it's out of our hands.
you could protest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that.
No, you
Just
can't.
peacefully, guys.
Yeah,
peacefully.
peacefully.
protest.
Peacefully.
I just, with the
Look, they haven't fixed fucking the water in in Michigan.
The Flint.
Yeah,
Flint.
it's definitely-
Still haven't fixed that shit.
That's why I was like, sounds like another.
So
But then I'm gonna write a letter.
There you
write a
go.
stern
I'm
letter.
gonna write a stern letter to Trump.
I'll
Trump,
sign it for you.
hell yeah. I was like, Trump, fix the water in Flint, Michigan. Fix the water in Palestine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, stop sending trains over big bodies of water. It contains
Makes the
fucking
vegetable
forever
great again.
chemicals. It's just,
Oh, that's right.
yeah, dude. Because all that, I don't know what it was. Fluoride.
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 Like, it's just when you see shit like that.
Dude,
right?
have you heard like the whole fucking issue with fluoride? Like they put it in your water because supposedly it kills bacteria. Supposedly it's good for your teeth and whatever.
Yeah,
But
like the
if
government
it's so
gives a
good
shit
for your
about your
teeth, why does everybody have fucking cavities if it's in everybody's water?
Yeah. And they
I
sell
always
toothpaste
wondered that.
before it, stuff like that, don't they?
Yeah, it's in the toothpaste, it's in everything
Well, it was a whole thing. The Nazis were using fluoride
to dumb down there.
to dumb down their population. And then and then the U.S. was using fluoride for some type of chemical warfare thing. Actually, I'm sorry, it became a byproduct from another thing that they were making. So they ended up with a whole fuckload of it, and they didn't know what to do with it. And then some fucking scientist was like, "Put it in the water."
Yeah, it does. It helps a little bit with cavities, a little bit.
Yeah, and it
But-
kills. I think he
It's
did
just
say it kills bacteria or something.
Yeah,
So that's
some
what they
shit.
started doing, and it doesn't do any of those things. It was some bullshit.
Yeah, it was a big old propaganda thing, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, so why are we still putting shit in the water?
They're still doing it. Yeah.
Why are we still? There's no winning.
No,
Get it.
Although
I
you
agree.
know, we're just,
we can go in a deep dive on fluoride.
Yeah,
I did one time. Holy fuck! I don't even like. Oh
it's
my
one of
God.
those where you got to take, and when you're done, you got to take a week break and just stand.
Yeah, you're
at
scared of the
fuck-
water.
Yeah,
Like, fuck.
you're staring at the windshield and just like, there's nothing I do matters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing. All of it's
Your
for
days are
nothing,
numbered.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's just because you can't, like my wife, over and over again. You got to stop listening to that shit.
Yeah.
She's like, you're bringing the house down. And I'm like, because I'm like, well, there's so much shit that goes on. And we're just like supposed to just blind
Just
to be
supposed
like,
to take it.
Just
Yep.
fly through life.
bend over and take it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's just like, there's nothing you can do. You know, the powers that be are way bigger than you. And it's just like, okay, and we drink my fluoridated water. let me shut up.
Yeah, right.
That's why I prefer beer.
Beer is way better.
Yeah.
You know, beer is how people survived in the Old
Speaking
West.
of, I'm grabbing another water.
Get you another water. You know, that's how the people survived in the Old West?
Yeah.
It was beer.
They couldn't even drink the fucking
Couldn't
water.
drink the fucking water, so they fermented beer to get their fucking water. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's because. What led to that? Because it couldn't have always been that way. But it was just, I guess, people moving and building towns were just like,
Well,
they're shitting and pissing on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
It moves, you know, when it rains, it gets into the fucking water. God, people are just, we're a virus.
Oh, yeah.
We're a fucking sweet virus,
We're a sweet virus.
you know. But I'm just like, ugh.
Man.
I mean, I don't know. Hey, but you know what? Back to what we were talking about.
gonna-
I really think that. I'm 4 deep, man. This is actually. Hey, thanks again for the recommendation.
That was a great
on the beer.
recommendation, yeah.
This is going down. It's going down too good.
That's why I stopped.
Yeah. Did you?
I stopped. I was like,
I still got to drive. Well, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm going to Uber home.
Yeah, there you go.
Allegedly.
I wanted to switch gears real quick. And
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
do y'all have any? So you're looking at opening up your new location. Like, when do you think? I mean, well, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not trying to do no kind of timeline.
No timeline,
I'm trying
okay.
to do it like piece by piece, make sure that it just, you know, if I do that, I feel like I'm sabotaging myself.
Right. I got you. I got
know
you.
what I mean? So
No,
Too
no,
much
yeah,
stress
no
on you.
sense of
let
hurry.
me get this goal done next. Let me do that one next, and then from there,
Got you.
you know what I mean? That's the way I want to. Because if I do that, then I'll make myself even worse.
Yeah. And you got enough going on right now because you
Yeah.
got catering going on too. So
Yeah.
that right there keep you busy for
Oh,
real.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's doing good, man. I mean,
I just like the fact that it's open. You got an open book to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
like, yeah, that's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. Like me and my wife sit down and kind of like think of what themes do we want? You know, how do we want this to be? How do we want that? Like from the kitchen to the floor plan to everything.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like we put where the bathroom's going to be. You know, everything.
Design it exactly the way you want.
So
And there's no rush because, like you said, no timeline.
yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I still have it in my head that fucking sea container
Do it.
convert. I mean, I want to, but I'm just like, God, I can't put it together. It's like in my head, I got so much shit going on right now that I'm just like, all this shit's on the fucking back burner. It pisses me off.
You just do it one thing at a time. You finish one project, but you got to see one project all the way through.
yeah,
before
which
you
I'm
start
on
the other
right
one.
now. I'm on
Because
one
that's
right
the
now.
other thing is,
Yeah.
we're guys. We get bad at like trying to take on everything.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
No, I know for real. That's one thing that like I said, like my wife is a balance for me that helps me. Okay, so I could do this. Yeah, I could do that. I could do this. And she's like, hold on. She's like, you put too much on your plate. You know, make sure that you can get all this other stuff done.
You can't help it. You know what I mean? It's just
Details,
like,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, you got to see project all the way through before you start another one. And that's the hard part. But you're actually on one right now that you don't have a choice but to see it all the way through.
I have to get
You
it
have
done.
it, yeah.
I have to get it done in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm like, okay, you want what? What wall's got to come down? I'm like, geez, man. I was like, so we're not going to hire a contractor? this is all me? You know, and it's not that we don't want to. It's just at the same time, it's just like, if we hire a contractor, it's going to take twice as long.
Yeah. And it might
know,
not get done the way you want it.
Yeah, you know.
Or
So
it'll
I'm like,
cost even more.
so yeah. So I'm on this kick where I'm just like, all right, we're gonna knock it out. I'm gonna knock it out. And then once that's done and you know they're moved over and open, hey, we're good to go. Then but I still got, dude, I got a sweet ass barbecue trailer that I need to get painted to sell.
Bro,
You know, and I'm
don't
just
even worry about that right now. Why why are you bringing
because I have no choice.
You know how long you've
it's
had
in
it?
my face every time I walk in my backyard.
Do you know how long you've had this sweet ass barbecue trailer?
A long time.
So don't even think about it right now. Like right now is not the time to even worry about it.
Yes, it is, Abraham.
It's the best time.
That's the best time. Yeah, because I do, man. Because I mean, I'll show you some pictures, man. Where the concept that I have.
Yeah.
But it's just because this is what I want. Do I have time to fucking run a restaurant? No. You know, do I have?
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, I'm on that kick too. Where
Yeah.
it's just like, I can't do what I'm doing forever. You know, I want something that I'll be like, I want to be happy where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing, because I like what I do right now. I'm not happy doing it. It's time for me to move on.
Yeah.
I want to do something else. You know, of course I'm doing this, so this takes my Wednesday. You know, so I'm good. I'm good, but I can't have idle hands. You know,
Yeah, you gotta stay busy.
I got to stay busy, even if it's fucking clusterfucking on top of a clusterfuck. You know, it's just the way I was born and bred this way, I guess, because it was just you have to be doing something. What do you mean you free time? What's that? You know, so I do have a concept, man, but it's my goal. Well, I'll talk about it afterwards, but it's that, you know, I have that concept, and I have no. That's what I want, and there's nobody can talk me out of it. Once I get dead, you can ask my wife. I'm dead set on something. It's just like he'll find time to do it, and then it's gonna get done.
Yeah.
But then I'll get to a point where I'm like, it's done. Now what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where to put it. I don't know.
I didn't think that far.
Yeah, I didn't think that far ahead. This is my goal. My goal was to have it built, you know. So I'll open up to you because, I mean, I'd like to get people's opinion. I mean, well, people that are in the same respected field. Shut it down. You know, I want the raw fucking, no, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how I am. I'm raw.
Yeah.
You know, if you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. But you know what? You're not going to sit there and be like, was he telling me just to.
I just tell you. I tell you, no, that's stupid all the time just to see what you.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
You're just there to hurt my feelings. And I'm like, I'm going to run this off. Yeah. I'll run this truck off the road right now.
Right now.
Right now. How the fuck we were at? Anyways,
You can tell us off air. You don't have to.
yeah. No. I was just with other shit. Damn, Ronnie, thank you for coming on, man.
No, thank y'all, man. I mean, seriously, I love doing this. I really do. I mean, unfortunately, we had this late start. You know what I mean? It kind of sucks, but I mean, we're all kind of like had the same last 5 days, so
Yeah,
I know.
I definitely get it, and it kind of like worked out just like that. So it's awesome. I love being here, man. Like,
thank you for still coming on because I mean,
for real.
it's still you guys still have to take time out of your evening. You know what I mean? So thank you very
So
much.
yeah, I do appreciate that.
I'll be
Everybody's
bugging y'all again, come back again for a third time. So I ain't gonna lie.
Hell yeah. Hell
For real,
yeah.
it's like, this is really cool, man. Like it's like 'cause you said it's therapy for y'all. It's actually therapy for me too. You know, like
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure all you guys feel like that. Like they come in here and it's a release for them they weren't expecting.
Yeah.
I have done it before, so I do enjoy it. Like, man, I already knew it's gonna be a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
I appreciate this. Thank y'all for having me on here.
Hell yeah, man! Because there's nothing better to hear. Like this, the one thing why I do miss, and I think everybody, when you get up in age, you start to miss the camaraderie with other people.
yeah.
You know, you don't. There's no. You want to talk to somebody you don't have to compete with.
Yeah.
You know, there's not no animosity towards somebody. Where it's just like, where I think about it back in high school, there was no competing. There was no with somebody else.
You're just friends.
Yeah, you're just friends. You just get along. You meet new
Yeah.
people, and it's fucking great, man. Because it's just like, look, bro, and I mean this with all sincerity. Dude, if there's anything we can do to help,
Absolutely.
you know, just let us know.
Yeah, I appreciate
You know,
it.
I mean, I don't know how to do a lot. I'm not, how can I put it? I'm not a master at anything, but I do everything.
Yeah, I got you.
So, man, I'm seriously, we got contacts. Anything you need help, just let us know, man.
Yeah, let us know when you do that whole chef.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
definitely let y'all know.
Post
we post it. I'll send it to our inbox so y'all can see what it is. And
Fuck yeah, and we'll share the
for sure,
shit
man.
out of it,
Thank
man.
you.
Hell
Thank you
yeah.
for remembering. I forgot too. What show? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
That's
cool.
funny.
Thank
I'm
y'all
here for
seriously.
it.
Yeah, no, man, because dude, like I said, you're one of the great talents in San Angelo.
Hell
We've
yeah.
had your food. All I want to see is these businesses prosper, not proffer, prosper. You know, because we all need it. We all,
That damn shiner, huh?
yeah, like that shiner. We all,
Shiner.
we all need it. We all we can ask. I mean, we all hope for it.
Thank you for drinking that for me because
Oh,
I
dude.
enjoyed watching y'all. Like,
I enjoy drinking it.
I feel refreshed now. Like
I keep forgetting. I don't know why I don't buy this more often, but goddamn,
It's great.
it's I think I like it better than Modelo.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. To me, it's kind of mixed.
Yeah, it went down so smooth.
The Stripes
Like
is
just
close to
dating.
my house. It's usually if I grab Shiner sometimes, and I grab Modelo. When I do grab Shiner, the guy was like, "You're getting proper beer today, huh?" He always tells me that all the time. Yeah.
No more Seagrams, huh?
Yeah. Secret.
Oh, jeez.
Shit, guys, thank you for listening, man. Like I said, this will be out Tuesday. Make sure to like and share. Hey, and go get yourself something to eat at Street Eats.
What it do, baby?
What it do?
What it do?